Okay, cameras, sound, action.
It's action, but I was watching one podcast that an entity is producing somewhere in Africa, probably in Malawi. They said action. I was like, what? You're acting. That's not nice.
Action.
You know, it's crazy. When we're starting, we just start. Okay. Yeah, no action. No action. So, Ujen, now that winter is settling in, there are two things that happened to me. I also posted about this on my status. I was talking about the toxic relationship that I have with the weather because I love it in winter with all my heart, but not even half my lungs because I grew up asthmatic. Those are bars there, you know?
Bars.
We're feeling sorry for you here.
Yeah, I'm like,
No,
what is happening?
now I'm thinking how long it took him to rehearse.
Right?
And also, what happens is my voice changes. So my woman was like, yo, you sound different. I was like, yeah, I'm finding my voice. No, you already did that. You have the podcast. No. I was talking about my voice, my actual voice.
Bars.
2 bars.
Bars.
Is as an ball 5. I'm just playing with you guys. So first and foremost, my guy no one makusowani. When makala wiki yonse. Kulibe antu ngani no. So dinage. It's lovely to see you guys here. I was with Uncle Ben the whole day today. I tried to make him drunk, but unfortunately, I don't have enough money for that shit.
There's a whole bottle here for me.
Oh yeah, that's better. And somebody's going to send us money to get him some more alcohol.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I've also upgraded. I'll be drinking Jameson from here on out.
Oh yeah, because that's what I was
the
buying
record.
him. Yeah, we are good. As an entity, we're okay. Somebody.
What about this whole entity thing? Eh?
No, as Podcastmalawi. Okay. Oh no, we are no longer an entity. We sort that out. Did you? Did you try to sort it out? From your end? But yeah, man, it's Podcastmalawi with the one and only Brandon Jones. Of course, joined by my co-host, Bensam. You can be called one and only today. Just because you're drinking some Jemmy, you are the one and only. And in the building is a man with a lot of third passions. The latest one being podcasting. So in the building is Nyoni. Welcome to the show.
Weird, I say. No, I don't have a failed career in podcasting.
Okay.
I only went somewhere to look for money.
Yeah, because you failed to make money in podcasting.
It's a dive.
Technically.
Who dive?
Yeah?
Who makes money with podcasting?
You have your iPhone there? Go on Facebook, open Podcastmalawi, scroll down. Yeah, just scroll down.
What color is your iPhone?
Mine is rose gold. Maybe ask Ben. Mine is rose gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one with one camera.
Yes, that one. Still on iPhone.
Still working?
Yeah, but I don't know where it is. I lost it in the house. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
One of those things.
Yeah, man, but welcome to the show.
Now, I'm happy to be here. So many reasons.
I've been looking forward to having this,
Okay.
and it's finally here.
Finally here. Finally here. First time that you and I met, you were an intern?
Yeah.
Yeah. And things have changed over time.
Yeah,
And you are now the main man.
definitely.
So, it's good grace.
Good grace, eh?
Good progress.
Yeah. Okay. So the story that he likes to share on Facebook is the one that he called me and asked me if I'm well equipped for the job, and I said I'm likable,
Say that I'm a likable guy. I'm like, this guy.
but I am.
Yes, I'm a likable guy.
But I am.
And I'm on vegan guy that I'm jinga. And I'm kind of say, you see, I'm a likable guy. I say. I'm like,
I was.
That's the vision we wanted. Not the one that Brandon
who
was
says that in my interview?
But you thought you were cute?
No. Why would I tell somebody, a guy actually, that I'm cute?
Exactly. It's just a paraphrasing.
No.
In other words, like, see, I think I'm cute.
But Ben, I'm a likable guy. That comes from you as well, from your experience.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Okay, likable guy. But yeah, from those days, man, when I think this thing was being built properly, when I was leaving the show, that was 2022, right?
Yeah.
I was leaving the show, and I wanted people to pick it up. And I was looking for a team to do that. So strategically, I was supposed to get people, but never show the person that I was working with that I'm getting people to replace them. So it was a strategic move. So yeah, but you get came in, Ben came in, you came in.
Yeah.
We tried so many things that time. Remember?
Yeah, we did. I was a co-host at some point.
You were a co-host at some point.
Yeah.
He was a host at some point.
Yeah.
I said, it's bad at hosting. And he said,
I don't remember being a host.
you don't hosting.
I'm a host. The second episode.
I hosted the show.
The second episode.
If you go and check it.
Yeah, the first one, I was wearing my my summer shirt and I think a blue trousers. You were in your camouflage pants and a green shirt. That was the first one. I hosted. The second one, I was in a white shirt. I talked about pot pits. Remember that? I do remember.
Yeah, you hosted.
You hosted.
And yeah, everyone was like, no. I think Ben belongs here. Ben knows how to respond to issues.
Yeah.
I know to spark them. Yeah, which is good. So yeah, I'm happy with what you guys have built over time.
Yeah.
So I'm happy just to be here to chill with you guys for now, and then disappear again.
Well, your disappearance and your reappearance has nothing really to do with me. Maybe with to do with the people. My only concern is I wanted to address issue. And when I get 7 and I get 10 and I get Facebook, we miss Nyoni. Here he is.
Oh yeah. I think we have to address this
Yes.
matter.
One, sismandwaza. Yeah? Sismandwaza chifukwa kuti imwina asiti makwazani fe muzingoti simakwazani chabwino. Koma osamati wanga compare ndi Nyoni. Pa Nyoni yo platform yomwe yana kuthawani. But now, as your fans, tell what are you going to tell?
No, I left, guys. And I think people are not used to continuity. Yeah, so there has to be continuity over everything else. Show ina iyo sizikani muntu ori yakapanga. Zingati kungobwera muntu nake pa show pena baga. No, yemwe uja. Ora kauri muntu amada naye. Because the time I was hosting the show, it's not like people like me. I had so many haters. People were like, no, we don't host like that. Hey, kumbira ngati Mag-G. Hey, in fact, sina kusiwe Magi, wangodenga Magi. Kuti kale Nyoni. Hey, I had those kind of things. I was like, guys, my name is McDonald.
Yes.
Nyoni. And this Nyoni was just a short form of it. I was like, no. So I had so many haters. People hated me. And that time I used to go back. Kupita pa makomenti pa joka
Oh.
Hey, yeah. This other guy, I think Kankariani go to that side. It was like, you know, the way you're hosting, I feel like you're not going to the details and whatever. Makala playful. Hey, nabita pompa mwene. Kumikira zizungu. Yeah. No, I was fighting people, man. Okay, you should remember, the time I was starting this thing, ndilikamera imozi, ndilipondeka kunoko. Ndikuyankhula wina na guest kubwera apa. Ikafika thete kuti ndikapita kukatimisa ndikumenya aso ndibwera sosakhala pano.
Damn.
Ndikamaliza muje ndimaina utenga that clip, the whole show, ndikupita no PC mwanga. Ndikupanga edit, ndikamaliza upanga artwork. Ndikamaliza artwork ma snippets. Ndikamaliza chache kenako ndiponge post. Kenako ndiyambe kumenya promo. No, we're not going pause.
No, man.
I'm doing everything.
Damn.
Yeah, the time Blage was coming. Blage, tunali mulumu ndio ntawiri. Ndeti matika menya tika yankula, mkota tatemeza kamera kacha. Tupita ukakatimisa. Basi. Yeah, basi kambo kambirana.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Even the time you came, eh?
Komano ngado suma panga bo. Mesa suma panga be bo bas.
Kama kazi bisa kamera.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the reason why he's here. It counts for those moments where he's supposed to get those moments.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, you know, there are times when if you don't teach people a new path, they don't learn it. But yeah, I felt like that time people didn't understand podcasting, right? And it's a fact that Podcastmalawi made podcasting interesting in Malawi. Yeah. There's no doubt about that. I don't understand kama zuka, hey, jan, hey, tinkaran. Where are you?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Komaso, why are you the ones saying that? Why are not like the fans? Why are they not saying?
People have understood podcasting in Malawi because of Podcastmalawi. So yeah, there was podcast with Nyoni. Then when I was doing it with my 100 reviews and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it grew into Podcastmalawi, so many segments.
Yeah, with one show and so many segments.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we have 4 shows: emergency meeting, comment lounge, hit or miss,
We have 4 shows in a month, and
and the Tuesday show, which doesn't have a name.
we have 4 shows in a month.
Yeah.
And 12 other segments in that month.
Yeah.
Oh, now we are at 16
Random.
because of somebody who decided to branch off another segment. But I'm not mentioning names.
Yeah, man. But anyway, from there up to now, man, it's been a good journey, and I'm excited with what has been built. I think minus my presence, and I think for people who missed me, would McDonald dana kala lipo ye nyanchane. Pena baka kama brand amaka guys na bwera.
Yeah.
Brand amobanga hana McDonald was more sensible and whatever. Yeah, I think what people don't understand is you can't love everything.
Yeah.
Waka show like muikonda mu like guys. Can I go show you again? That's how it goes.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, and most my god anaja. Samara rusanyimba yabu nolero mawa. You know, like you love this person, but then you don't, resonate in nyimbo imino rusa time and it's one of those.
Huh?
What?
Did you just throw in the song thing?
Yeah, I'm saying Gudi, for artists, God, your greatest artist of all time.
Yeah, like
Nyimbo zake sungama gonde zote.
the problem that people have is they want good things every day.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't.
So even their favorite artists are putting up some trash music sometimes. Works like that. That's how the game works.
Yeah, even Team Gadia Blage, it's not fun.
Yeah, like Manu is failing. One is lovely.
It's one of those things.
Okay.
Now, one other thing that I wanted to talk about, because now Nyoni is not here as a guest. I don't think it would be very interesting because we want him for his views, not his story per se. We want him for his views.
I would have been interesting guy.
No, he is.
Do you agree with this?
I mean, what do you expect from an IT guy?
Okay. You're an IT guy as well. You've been an IT lecture. But people watch you here. This guy, was it another side you?
I was there.
He did IT as well. Everyone here did IT.
Yeah.
Except Mbumba.
I'm a likable guy.
No, but I guess what he's trying to say is even though he has IT background, but they all branched out. Look at them now.
Yeah,
they're very interesting people.
Segments of our own life.
No.
Different path.
Wow.
Iwe chipanda computer bwezuli ndani. Hata ngokulanda computer wewe.
The only
Uja,
thing that I
uja.
have is money.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
I think we should have called this show the roast of.
No, don't do that. You don't roast.
Yeah, we can do a little segment.
No. I'll make sure that it doesn't come out. See that?
You have money to make sure it doesn't come out.
Rebroadcast.
But yeah, what I wanted to for you just to give a brief background of yourself. Kuna antu amaguzwanga the podcaster about naza IT.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little, a synopsis.
Yeah.
We go on with.
No, people still believe, and I think I like it. Because most of the guys, they don't even know who I am. And Thomas, you are. I think most of the times when I move around, I hear Guda. Yes, the morning podcast you Benija. Like people know this podcast belongs to Ben.
Yeah,
which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Because I left and Hama Opa. Because I have Bonda. So let's leave it like that.
Ouch.
Yeah, because there was this other day, I think it was mentioned somewhere. People were like, wishes on podcast Ben. I'm like, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Which is good because we are getting security by default.
Yeah.
I also get that. Abana going to Ben.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Yeah, but anyway, I think one of the things that people need to know for some of us is like, when I was building the podcast, there was nothing like, when there was a media background or anything like that.
Yeah.
I think I grew up in the space of wanting to do more in life. And I think the hunger that I have cultivated for a long time was to make sure kuti whenever I see or I sense kuti ngini sikuenda bo, I should jump in. And I think, I don't know if it is you or maybe the people out there, maybe they will relate with this. It's like, have you ever been in a place where and you feel like it's boring? It's better when Yeah, I feel that several times. Like, no, and I think that's one of the things that made me to start the show and whatever. But I think my background is weird because I come from a very biblical past.
Yeah,
biblical in a way that I'm a theologian. Which is weird. For people that know me, of course, they know. But I'm a theologian. When people think he's an IT guy, IT apparently is just one of a few papers that I have. But I'm a Bible guy. I grew up in the middle income.
Kumana chino chikani kuti no upeze kuti wewe ndo wachikunja zama mzachali chwajisi.
Inasina madingo. When I used to be a born again, I was like, yeah. But yeah, I think one of the things that is very important is like I've gotten this several times with people. It's like, McDonald, guys, I'm a very broke guy. I don't have anything. Very broke.
Now you are just good.
No, like less than 10 minutes ago.
No, okay.
You're the only
That's
guy.
why we're recording. We're recording.
Yeah, but I come out from a very poor background. Very poor. I think poor is maybe even a better word. But yeah, not a functional family.
Mr. You come from Ujeni, Banjala Jifumu.
No.
Kamadi, you come from a poor family. What are you saying?
No, I don't come from a black whatever family. No, I was very poor. I've been poor, guys. Very poor.
Emphasis on was.
Unakuja Mano wakulira kumpoto we?
No, I didn't grow up from Kumpoto. So I've been Kuliwonde for some time. I think born in Balaka, grew up a bit Kuliwon, Ntaja.
Kumana ntambiro dia joka kumuze ndikubera town. They actually make sure that they make it. So see, I'm not surprised that he actually made it in life.
Hey, this guy.
Okay, look, Antoso Amavuta.
Anyway, the word, what is Ntaja, the Bagiri side, Mulu's side, which was Namandaja. No, that. Not in a bed or somewhere. I don't know, man. And then I moved from there to Liwonde. Liwonde was a place that I grew up, Kwambiri, from I think Sunday 3 to move up to Sunday 8, and I did secondary school, Liwonde secondary. So primary I did to St. Teresa. I went there. In fact, I went there during the holiday. Went there with family just to check a couple of stuff. I was going to Banjo, Skutani. Ntavaya school janabeza kuti pali mafana nake agwira kuti amaonera maiso. Ahead ndamabanga pani. Shindene I was just passing by ndela ndingopereka umazo wafika kuti uli bobo Wafunga ungofika ku office kwa head ungopereka mona anali pano njani. Head aja kuona machine banjati. Mamona uyu.
Anali pampa.
I didn't feel good. I was like, even when I was here, I wasn't like a good kid.
You was like, I wish I had the camera on, nigga.
So yeah. But yeah, I moved from there to Liwonde Secondary School. Then I did exchange it. Yeah, I did exchange. So there's a guy who anasankira ku college ku secondary na yake St. Charles Luanga. Balaga. And the guy didn't have money to go there. Yes, I didn't have money, but I negotiated with him. But I said, why you know ndipase malo tenge malo uendera. So because Liwonde Secondary School never ended at that time. So yeah, I negotiated with the guy. The guy agreed anamba kuye kuendera ndikupira school kuja ndibe sindalama. But I went there with faith, man. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that. So yeah, I went there, did school Form 2. My mom got sick, man. Got really, really sick that she wasn't able to walk. And because I lost my dad when I was very young, it's like, so kashi mavuta chani that time. And I remember to have gone I hated that time. Brothers, it was a Catholic school.
Yeah.
So the guys who were leading were not my brother or whatever. Negotiated with the guy, and the school to Peter. The guy found a way, negotiated with his other sister, Maria Angela. Yes, I remember the name. Yeah, so negotiate with that person and say, but in fana kana kaka makosa jani kanipa shoti jani simunga kalipilile jani bas. But those guys, they were paying school fees for my guys who were Catholic. At that time, I was Catholic. I was born Catholic. My dad was Catholic, but I had left because I was moved by the Pentecostal movement.
Yes.
So that time in the early 2000s, the Pentecostal movement was big, and everyone else who was not within the Pentecostal movement wasn't clicking it. So that time I was golwa school. The makanga dukususa naso ndi zaba school. Those kanga dukuti numoyaka magazi na opanga sachipembezo njani. Yeah, but the guy didn't even consider that. It was like, I say, hey, we're gonna help you, and they helped me. This lady started paying school fees for me from Form 2 to Form 4. Form 4, I made it to my points which was weird. Yeah, but I failed. The reason I failed, I remember, time manager, boarding. You were obliged to go to boarding. The only time you can leave, you have to get exit or whatever.
Yeah.
And this guy, man, my Mao.
Yeah.
2 days to come. The guy, banzi kuti mweleti ndikupanda. So the guy andigwira say wende takugwira wende tiye uyani ukambe kupasa sasa sikhala bwanji ndi sogolo wa skomu nthawi imeneyo so ndili sikhala bwanji so. But anyway, at the end of the day ndipasa chibalo imene nakumba zenje so ndikupa zenjeje manja musemu Maeso ndikwamba liti mawa lake. It was weird. I said, that guy was a short teacher. I said, this is a short guy. I don't know who he is, but yeah, physics. I don't even remember that guy. But yeah, manja munatupa say matu kumagwira mabika aja popanga practicals. Makaya kuti kuteri mutu. Kuti manja mukanika. But yeah, I did the exam that time, managed to move on. I wasn't picked to the university and started pushing for a couple of things. Then I went to Kuchanko, did a computer science diploma. Then moved from there to university to do school. When I was doing school yaku Chanko, my sister was the one who was paying for me. And she told me later on that when she was paying for my school fees, like she fought with her husband. That's serious. In fact, she showed me a picture this other time. The husband didn't want her to take drama many for drama I should do that with my computer. So when I'm doing this computer stuff, it's personal, man. It's personal.
It's honoring.
People had to, blood was there for me just to do this.
Like I said.
Yeah.
You just had to make it.
Yeah. So I did that, did computer science. She paid for me that time. Diploma, diploma, you can't do a lot of stuff with it. So I wanted to do like a bit of a degree. For me, I was like, degree now, I can do anything because I've never been a believer of school. I believe in skills. So I was like, I think a degree will just give me the necessary skills. Yeah. So yeah, I got selected to Ngozo University to do computer science. Computer science. Theology. Bachelor of Arts. Bachelor of Gayani, whatever. Come I see theology and religious studies. No, there's no leadership. That's not called it. So I went there, man, with no money. Yeah, I remember I went there. So for me to even go there, I went to this sister I told you. There's a sister called Sister Mariangela. I don't know if she's alive, but I owe that woman, man. So I went to her. My sister, which is weird now if you think about it. But yeah, my brother right? So I went there to negotiate with her, and she told me, I don't fund people. I can only fund people if you are doing Zao Chipatala because she had a hospital. And maybe it's Upuzisi because I'm thinking couldn't Toma Panga deploy as a Pusasiena because how are you going to pay me back my money if I invest in you? And I negotiate. Remember, I didn't kamalo kodiki lakini kake. Kamene kama kala kunyumba kwa sister kuchi. Na kala weni pa job basi. Ndio anachoka na I can't fund you ine nakapo mpacha pay. Bas. Vesa chisori malira bebacha. Mandikira. Anakala mche ku 2 hours. Anabwelasa. I've told you zipita kwano. I can't fund that. Ine pompacha sachoka. Mangudikira. Kena kwa nangu bwela. I think itafika chama 4 madzulo anazangu bwela. Okay, fine. Ubwela ma yako. Sana or whatever. Like, fine, yeah, cool. I went and I was master 10 divide was my uchi. Tinagonzega that day. I went there, master nanga ndama kakamula. And then nafika mene kujago ndema senso nanga kakamula. Mwana mene you. This is the only hope of the family. Hey, chanchi tanizen. And then it was like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my own money and pay for this one because the degree I don't even know pathway I would remember that time, man. So yeah, she started paying for me school fees. That time school fees was 160, and she said she would be paying 80,000, half of it. Yeah, so that I'll figure out life on my own. I remember I took that money when I got that 80,000. Masteni anabisa kulebisa dola kudeni kulebegena kali kusudeni so ndatenga 20 pin nasiya ndasandi 60 60 nyamula ndagula katundu because nabezo vala so ndagula katundu a few things ndikunyamuka opita kunzuzu university. That was 2011. Kafika kunzuzu kuja kuti tanda fika mu depot kena kukwera taxi kafika kuti ndafika mu campus malo mnalibe okhala fika beba jamu campus mwacha like ndikuti anthu azazaza ndangokuwa yalo wafika bajabo ndio ndinda vala trouser zanga nene ngambika because naenda ya usiku ndipo yenda po whatever my bus termination then ndafika baje pa back and there's nothing ndilowera kuti ndinamfusa ndikuda sema nyumba zimapezeka kuti by that time mafika mene goku nasa 20 pini so nasaka deni 3.5 pena back yapezeka talipira nthawi mwe 3.5 basika ukatundu chanchani mawa that was a Sunday mawa lake kufika ku school akuta pano patu mafizi kuti ulipange register ulipire half so half you 60 just I'm like yeah. I negotiated mpaka ndama register 5 pin.
What?
Yeah, because nangasi nasa 20 pin so 3.5 nalipira then nasa ndi 16 point something right so 16 ija nadenga 5 pin ndimene banga negotiate so ndrama ina ni magula chakudya
11.5
yes plus mayoni so good at least ndayimbira athu kunyumba kuti ndafika and everything like that. So yeah man, I started my journey that year Kunzuzu University and moved along to here. So when people think maybe some of us inherited money, they don't know. We struggled.
And so that you were unajira school fees.
School fees I guess.
Ujo 80,000.
That muscle.
The only thing you can see when you want and wanaja kunyumba pandrawe mweyo.
Unajira school fees.
But now fast forward to 2019, of course,
yeah.
Fast forward to 2019 is the first time that I got to meet McDonald Nyoni, but we never first off, Buno. There was a project that Zabuso Arts was doing with British Council. Then we had to host Jam Supernova from the UK. Very phenomenal DJ, dope one, female DJ. So she came through, we hosted her. Naina RJ, the DJ, Hazel Mark was in the building, things were popping.
Yep.
So Mac Nyoni had to come in, give in a little speech. Kwambi interfacing na in the Dennis Imani. Because you guys were handling the project together.
Yeah.
I only got to understand that later. That was maybe in 2023 when I was looking back to the pictures. I saw you in the picture. I was like, yo, this is the guy.
Man, I was there, man. I remember that time.
Yeah.
So I've been working with organizations. I think my journey is crazy because for people who have been in Cardinal school, now, I think I've done crazy jobs, man. Crazy jobs.
Yeah.
So the experience I get. But yeah, I've done crazy jobs. And one of it was with British Council. That time, I was head of programs. You hear me, head of programs. Yeah, I went there, of course, as a project manager for this other project, and then I was promoted head of programs. So I was managing the whole portfolio of my projects, also plus arts. I mean, Dennis was the project officer then. So I remember that time, there's Aluso thing coming to that side, looking at promoting arts in the space. You see, when people think, even or podcast, we don't even understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, true.
But I think some of us have been in places where I've written proposals to bring projects to do with art, to support the development of art, right? And we've worked in that in different categories to promote the art that is in Malawi.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily my creativity, no, but to look at an industry and a sector and think about how do we invest in a sector like this one? How can we promote people? Negotiated for opportunities for people and kumapita ku UK, kumabwera, kumazabanga my debriefing sessions and my exchange sessions and whatever. So I've been around, man. I've done a couple of weird jobs, but also interesting jobs in the process. And now I'm doing crazy jobs.
Yeah, so like
but I'm in over.
Of course.
That's to make it clear. But I'm in over and still question. If I get otherwise I can be fired.
Yeah, so
I would be fired.
One of the things that he's done also, he's also contributed to Zatu.
I forget about this thing.
You know.
Okay, let me start from the music thing. You know, I used to have a website.
Oh, yeah.
I used to have a website called Spirituals.
Spirit Tunes.
And a radio program at Transworld Radio.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. So I used to have that. Radio. I used to have that. And we're doing it from, because when I was in Ngozo, when I left Ngozo University, because I was supposed to stay a year, Konzuzo, because of some weird judge thought because I paid school fees on a day after the day that was mentioned, then I was not supposed to graduate. So I didn't graduate. Pana siku like pana 16 March I was supposed to pay fees by that time. It was the last semester, and then I paid by 17 mama. So I didn't graduate because of that. I was like, yeah, you can't graduate, and we lost the case in court, which is weird. Now that happened. And I was staying in Ngozo, and because I was just staying, I was like, okay, I have skills. I know how to build websites and stuff. So I started a company. It was not just Kentam. There's a place called Kentam, which is next to Mataifa. So I had an office with some guys there, with a friend of mine. Blage and Abwera was time because I'm the people that I have around, I think they've seen how.
Maui.
As if it was 1995.
No, how old is Blage?
Yeah, man,
Let's be real.
That should be 2015, eh? 2015. Yeah. So I had a company then. I had people to my building, had section, media, camera, and whatever. Yeah. And also building websites at that time. Yeah. So I moved from there. Then I had a website called Spirituals. Spirituals was a website many matandis artists, specifically gospel artists,
yeah.
to put their music up there. Because there are many, even in Malawi music, so I provide that opportunity. That's when I knew I should praise. I'd rate it.
Yeah.
I'd write. Praise Umale and Inzaghi Ndanj, the guy who was working with, I think at Manifest. Matthew. Yeah, so those guys and a bunch of so many people that I knew in the process. I mean, I'm to Mista, Mike much, but just for me to upload those songs. So from there, radio program, then
Transworld.
Yeah, Transworld. Then I came here, worked for Zatu as the, what was the title? Connectivity manager. Yeah, I was managing their online platforms, from social media to also the other platforms. There was a dashboard, website and whatever, a bunch of stuff. And then yes, I resigned and I moved to a different organization to focus on what? Was that what? That was 50-50 campaign. Yes, and I resigned and I went to British Council. I did my 3 years there, and I resigned and I went to this other organization in the UK called Rare Charity, and I resigned.
Come on.
Technology.
Technology.
Yeah, and I went to UNDP, but I also resigned from UNDP. And looking for the next.
No, you also resigned from Podcastmalawi.
Oh, I also resigned from Podcastmalawi. Yes, I also
forget that.
had to put a statement.
Yeah.
It's a journey full of resigning and whatever. But yeah, not in bad faith.
No, yeah. So I think life is a journey of learning, unlearning, and also relearning things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also a journey of growth.
Yeah.
So my new spaces, able to open up more opportunities there now and also room for growth. Uncle Ben. He spoke about spirit tunes. That time I was a rapper, dog. Ndi my boy Zanga, we had one spirit. Tigati tumtumzile join out to Nimbo. I don't like the instrumentation. I don't like this. I don't like that. So spirit tunes was that place where we could upload music. He can't remember that.
No, man, it didn't Mangolandi.
Yeah, he can't.
I made sure at least I promote every artist. I said, my artist, I don't even. It never upload Nimbo.
Definitely, yeah, a couple of songs.
Yeah.
I think also our EP was there.
EP was there, huh? Yeah.
Cool. Those days.
Ben.
Ben is Ben was too secular at that time.
Yeah. Bensam was.
No, I'm more concerned with his facial expressions at this point.
Ben was good.
I'm trying to picture him rap.
Oh.
It's not
It's not registering.
it's not a good sight.
Yeah.
Me rapping it.
You rap.
Yeah, it's I get it.
Kuna baja kamera moho kuntaimije.
No, ninkamera blush.
Oh, okay.
Brush.
Yeah.
Oh, brushy.
Oh, magwanda uvala mafedora. Tisipewa
I was just a kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's a journey, man. So one thing that I want just to emphasize is that because people think but I say some the struggles that some of us are passed through just to even get the education, but also just to push to build whatever we're about and things that we keep on building. Because maybe people see, but they don't know the bigger things that are happening behind the scenes is crazy. So yeah, I'm always grateful, man. So happy to be here. And talk about
very amazing
weird stuff.
Ngini again zamwe wao yuditseke jonche.
Tekani.
Uyu khona di mavudo Ben was there, right?
Sina mavudo guys. Atwakula mafutika kwa bili. Sisi bili zizi.
Komaso and first wait. Tikamaonana. Let's have grace. Because matabwera banoba. I know criticism is criticism. Matomabwera here I Podcastmalawi this that. Makodi 80,000 tribile fees. Tabeleka makolo utaje ina just transport tabitaso kumene kuja ndi trouser ngambika.
Kunyumba rumena nagawa. Okay. If you follow the story, could I figure everybody wagawa godeni? I say it's 20k only many yava godeni. Kuma sana kongoza so di muzali. 60,000 jana idigireka 60,000.
Pesa transport pomwepo.
So one of use one transport school fees guys. I mean we're going to transport. Anyway. But the bottom line is anajida school fees.
But it's funny. You see, what I think it reminds me, when I was there, right? Because now fees number waiter. From 160 waiter. And like, Simba wana so dollar. But I couldn't go to that lady and tell her. Kuda mafuna ndrame onje zira. So yeah, I remember one night, this is when I learned how to build websites. Now, I need to learn a new skill, man, and make money. And that's how I started business. So I started business in my dorm with my mentor then. Of course, not with him as such. But yeah, nikagris my phone. Try BlackBerry, na ndi internet. Mapanga crack internet.
Oh yeah. A BlackBerry bando yawe.
Yeah, so I would sell that internet to my guys, Mazakara Panja. Yeah, so I used to make money. I compensated for that money because essentially I paid school fees for myself. I think maybe third year was like, I started making some money. Pay school fees. I started printing. Got to print a murumanga.
Yeah.
I made some money, send money some money home. And yeah, here we are.
Wow, interesting. Yeah. It's quite a journey. And we hope and also pray it goes on to building a legacy.
Bro, man. Now I have manners. It's like that's the fact I say. That's the fact.
You have money.
Man, now I have money, man.
You're comfortable.
I'm happy, man.
Ed,
I'm happy. It's not like money that I'm willing to share. It's just money that you.
that you have.
I don't even
It's
know.
your money.
It's money,
It's your money.
and I'm excited
Very excited for the future.
for the future. Nah, I know the future is gonna be good, man. I think sometimes people think "Kuri muntu makandi, muna ni malili," and whatever, but I think that's limiting people.
Yeah.
Even with you, even with him, you the industry nafika pomukana. Mapano see every
Look
move.
at him.
Every move.
Hold on, what?
Every move.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, but we have those kind of stories, man.
Yeah, true. We all have stories. Also, maybe just mention your involvement with Podcast Malawi now.
Yeah. So Podcastmalawi, I started this platform. I don't know if you need insets, but yeah, there's so many insets you can put. But yeah, if you go episode 1, even before episode 1. Let's do this. All right, so I'm excited. Today I have a person I've known for a long time, Wazy. We knew each other a while ago, and I think I don't know what to talk about. What should we talk about? Because we knew each other a while ago. Yeah. We did run a company together, and we failed on so many projects. I was shooting because we knew Mbumba. Yeah. So mbali na I don't want to talk about landlord, but yeah, shout out to my landlord. I don't have even have money, but kumboyo waganega color ya green. Yeah, which is also like, okay, great skin. Okay. So I had set up majambula. So majambula usiku kwa mbili. Yeah, because my little one was making so much noise. Ni majamba 2 a.m. Yeah.
Passion, eh?
Yeah, nankula my mic oyambila mic mash. Yeah, mic mash, my mic and I don't know if we still have those mics. Yeah, but
Is it why it's called mic mash?
Nah,
come on.
Nah.
Come on. Come on.
He just sold me the mic, man. Yeah, the mic I jodi sub USB I jogo by now uzike. It was a complicated scenario just to kind of track a window down lower.
Oh.
It was weird that time. Yeah, we didn't even have like a sound card or anything. It was just like straight, man.
Straight to the PC.
And then edit and everything like that. So from that time to now, chasing the person that, not chasing, but telling the guy that was staying in my boys' quarter, would I say chokamo, and disable Shido and repurpose that place into a studio, to now moving from there to having like a big studio, like this is like a 200 million Malawi kwacha studio. It's like it's not easy, man.
It's not easy. It's been a journey. And now I wanted to know your involvement. I know. Tell them your involvement now.
My involvement now is like I'm a nobody. I'm not found anywhere in the papers. I was booted out. But one thing that is certain is like, I'm involved in a way that I provide strategic guidance. By virtue that I started this, there was a big idea then when I was hosting Blage that time. Ben episode 10. Could not episode anyway, Blage? Maybe episode 7 or somewhere there. So to the rest of the people, I think I left by episode number 50. Because the last episode that I have was with Driemo.
Oh.
Yeah. So if we check Driemo episode, we should be able to know what the
episode Chan.
Panamba Chan. Yeah, that episode 37.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Man City. Then when we had a partner then, the Crypto University.
Crypto University. Crypto University.
Yeah, no longer read everything. Welcome to Crypto University. Yep. So yeah, from that time.
Balogata meja. Balogata meja.
Yeah, balogata meja. Gray. The Guyana shit on it. $200 a month to promote the Crypto University. Which is a lot of money. Yeah, and time now it's a lot of money because when nobody chama 600 jagore. or 700 if you depending on kuti ukapangira kuti
Aukusintha ndani.
sinthandani. But yeah, mfano wabo say he believed in the platform even tukupanga tumeya ma 100 day, ma 200 day, ma 300 day views. He was like, I say, hey, so I'm happy with you. These things. Community South Africa, my guys, they're doing stuff like this. You're doing the most. Blah blah blah. So yeah, that was encouragement. So yeah, left episode 37. You guys came in.
No.
No.
Dennis came in.
Dennis was there because I was working with Dennis. So Dennis came in because Dennis was having his own show. Gimpo kenakake. No Gimpo. GoPro.
Yes.
So he was driving in a car. Artist. I think if you go on up a page at Dennis,
By YouTube, yeah.
it should be Facebook.
Oh, not YouTube?
Yeah, no, I think he was pushing on my Facebook that time. So he was doing that. And Dennis used to be a good friend of mine at that time, right? So because we're chilling a lot, I wanted to start something that is now emergency meeting. Timabanga react to what has happened through the week, on Friday. And we wanted to do it live.
Okay.
So I said, Dennis, I negotiated with him then. I remember I negotiated with people around him, names with heard. What I said, Dennis, where can I? The number, where can I? You'd come. Then when I was supposed to leave, because of work, my work didn't allow me to be in front of a camera. I could be fired if I was. So I asked Dennis to say, can you hold the fort now? Figure out with the podcast. And I think when I saw okay, you went and with the vision that I had, it wasn't actually fulfilling to the dot. So I was like, fine, the best way to do it is to bring other people.
Yeah.
So that at least maybe we say variety. Because I think feedback many from different people is like, I see, hey, Dennis is good, he's amazing. I think some carbon he's a more of a professional person. He doesn't want to go goofy in the way you guys do. Sometimes.
So we're goofy.
Sometimes. I'm professional and scripted. So this is a professional guy, right? He's an amazing guy, professional. So he wasn't going in those directions.
Yeah.
Which in the end,
Yeah.
because I wouldn't care, right? Yeah. So then, you guys came in. Yeah. And I think more people have been coming in. I negotiate with people on time basis. Well, there's a fun fact. Do you know your position was supposed to be Henry? So Henry was coming, kublanta, kutazambi kubwera kutazabanga podcast as a that position, this position. Now, because even Henry, I had saved him, Henry, potential podcast host. And I still keep it like that. Yeah, so Henry was supposed to come. Then he texted me the other day. I say, hey, ndimona ngandibwera 40 ndalimbira ntchito ina yake ndapanga ma interview. Ndimona ngazibwera ziteka mwino. Zakanika, sindibwera. That's when narusa yani. The vacancy because he didn't know kumpanga poach. I checked him. Of course, he had texted me. I'm interested with podcasting. I was like, a finest thing. Thinking, but then it's when it worked like that. Then when he was in Lilongwe, would I say, hey, I was like, okay, fine. I'll figure out what it is. Then he made just a meeting camp. So this is a story.
Amazing. So 2022 February, that's when me and Ben joined. You can look, check.
I only came to study.
Oh yeah. We came for.
Still waiting for my diploma.
We came for Podcast Academy.
How many years there?
This is a degree now, dog.
No.
It's funny because we had to go through college to be here. Some other people, they just found themselves on a fucking microphone.
Bro, what's going on? Yeah, so
Okay.
I meet, I think that was the second week of February 2022. I meet Ben and a bunch of other guys in the studio. There was Muiza there, there was Bridget, Leon, and Mac came later.
So what happened? Good.
Yeah, you came in after everybody was already there.
Wow,
Yeah,
weird.
like, boss move with your MacBook.
No, I didn't have a Mac.
The iPad.
You did.
No.
You already did. The time
I
where
was a broke guy that time.
should I tell the story how you got that MacBook?
No.
Names withheld.
Name was I paid. It's not like nothing.
All right. So after that, that's when we started this journey.
Yeah.
Through our 23. A lot of highs.
Lows.
Yeah, there was some lows, But I think the first one that made buzz Wambid was the interview with Tabitha Jawinga. Yeah, people were like, these guys, you know. Ben was hanging that day, he didn't come.
Yeah,
So
I
it was
think
just
we all knew why he didn't come, and it was good because
Yeah.
because the question only first I said I come. When you I was like happy.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So the rest is history, man.
yeah.
Fast forward to when Muiza came with the idea.
Yes, Moise was the one who really built the Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah, Facebook engagement and whatever he was pushing. Ubaruka pita page pita bali posema Podcastmalawi hapo nyedavu. He had some interesting stuff, and I think the hero miss. I think it should be more of him as well.
More of him as well,
yeah.
Yeah. Now going my growth, my resigning.
Yeah, people left, and people, and it's okay. People don't understand. It's like when people leave. Leon left to pursue his dreams. I hope he's doing good and wish him all the best. Bridget left recently. I think remember Muiza. Yeah, Muiza left. Leon left.
Iman.
Oh, and
lest we forget.
Oh yeah, Iman is the one who left.
Can you expand on how he?
We're not going back to that.
Roma has the grant to Mukakangana Zandra.
Yeah, no. People don't understand.
Allegedly.
Singagan is and drama. Some of us we have them.
Allegedly, because my boy Gastina Uma Bebesa.
Allegedly, man.
Guys, yeah, most of
the money
even that time, the money that it was in question was just small money to be fighting over.
But it was 30,000
euros or something.
Euros.
Yeah, which was divided between I think the larger chunk in our NDM hub, we only got the money that was going to the creatives, which is you guys, and I never had a slot, which was weird, but it's one of those things.
Yeah,
it went, but it's not. I think what people don't get is like it's not like we had a disagreement in terms of how the money was supposed to be distributed.
Yes.
Yeah, he had his own legitimate ways, or he was justifiable to say this is how I wanted the money to flow.
Yeah.
And I thought I was justifiable. No. This money has to work in this way to make sure that we push the brand. I think at the end of the day, yes, but I know
yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's a lab technician.
Lab tech. Yeah, no, I'm fine, Gash. Is driving good. He's living a good life, man.
Yeah,
I'm happy for him. Yeah?
Whenever I meet him, he's like, yo, man, give him more of what he's having.
Yeah, no, I'm fine, Andy Gash.
Yeah.
Andy Gash. Sometimes separation is good, right? Sometimes if you work together, yeah,
you're limiting each
other. So I feel like the leaving of Iman helped this to grow in a different direction, but also for him to grow in a different direction. And I think he's in a good place right now.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I think enough of people's not enough of people's stories, because we want to talk about more of people's stories now.
Because here we talk about people.
Yeah, that's what we do. Unapologetically.
Yeah.
With or without the quotes, we still don't.
Without
apologetic.
There was only one time.
We almost apologized.
There was a time we almost apologized.
No. People thought we were going to apologize.
Because of who?
Yeah, because of who?
It's you.
Oh, Blage.
No. It was you.
With my weird voice.
Yeah.
There's a thing about my voice, bro. Like, I remember in secondary school, this girl used to say I have a feminine voice. I was very insecure about that. Talk about a guy that's just going through puberty and stuff. And
the voice I mean in a very angry more film I switch.
So yeah, I was very insecure in the voice younger like that. And also, this girl in the same class, and I was in front, and she did, and it was bad, bro. Like,
So finish for you.
Ai, andifusiri yanje. Azindifuna koma sandifusire.
So fusiri.
Ndikakana,
Angaona uri sungapange weka.
Hey.
ndikakana ndikabitch nigga, ndikalola ndikadangana. It's crazy, bro. I was cornered. But yeah, finding my voice has been a good thing because I find it equally sexy and beautiful now.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we have a bunch of
Oh, because I relate, so yeah.
yeah.
Relate with what?
What I'm saying.
Kani's voice is away.
Oh, people so doubted your voice.
Doubted, scared of my voice.
But now it's a big voice.
It is.
Now it's a very
Literally, like
sexy voice.
it's big.
Yeah, it's the voice.
Literally big.
And sometimes I miss this space because of the opportunity that it brings, because you're able to find these kind of things. You know, sometimes even for you to learn how to communicate, the podcast does a lot of good things.
Yeah.
When I was doing the podcast, I was very eloquent in terms of how I present my ideas and whatever, because I would speak to people. I remember when I was in Blanta. So in Blanta, I was shooting episode Young K hyphen, and I was shooting Daredevils.
Yeah.
Now, big up to Blackjack. Blackjack was helping me with these guys. Now, somewhere, I was checking people. So I was going to the hotel, Malawi Sun, because we were supposed to shoot on the balcony room in Magonam.
Yeah.
Now, I'm supposed to look at, and I say, yeah, hyphen alibobo. Ndipo papa ndafika kale kukubujana kumalawi sana nene ndikurani ndikuponda wepa ndikuthamangira kuti tikapangese tikahambepo. And that time ndikuti ndagwira phone, I'm driving in Blanta upera baka kumafuna singati kulongo kuna list umata kumayendesa utagwira phone Blanta ish. So ndikuyamba kuyangana kuti ipo cha hyphen ndani. Yes. Nakafika mimi kuchako, the only thing that I had nayangana is like Big Brother. Could okay fine. Napanga perform Big Brother and they backlash yokuza zavala njani. Ninafika, the guy is there. And anabwandia the team ndio anatoa kaka bidi paje jana say we're checking your show, say you top eh? Let's do this. And I say I have nothing, no prep. Yeah. So doing the podcast in was Sunday to that kind of style, you were able to have a conversation with people without preparation.
Yeah, true.
And it's something that I know you guys, you have
done.
The time Ben was coming, the time I was interviewing Ben and where he has gotten in terms of how he articulates was different, even with you.
Yeah, very, very.
By the time it came, you were very loud. And then now you can present your thoughts in a proper manner.
Yeah.
And this is what being in front of people really does.
Yeah.
Rather. Yeah.
I think, now, I came on the podcast with no media training whatsoever. I would proudly say, I've been through media training.
Yeah, this is
it.
This is a baptism of fire.
Yeah.
We went to academy.
Okay, this is the whole academy thing. For these guys who come in, there was an academy that was like advertised. So they applied, apart from him. We rob a back door.
You never felt that, Ujan? You never felt that Google document?
He did, but
He made a... I don't want to lose this opportunity, man.
I called him and I told him that you need me.
and then he called and says like, hey, don't tell me that what you did. I think I had to ask a few people, like, it's Ben. I say, how can I work with Ben? And people like, I said, Ben, don't vote. You can't even work with him. I'm going to go team, right? Yeah, but I think one of the things that I've always liked is to work with people that
rejects.
Yes, I love that kind of thing.
What? No.
God.
Guys, I've never been a reject.
No, not reject in that sense.
You don't get it.
Talking about them. Let's be in the context.
Industry.
People in the industry that think I am that way. The same way, I can only refer to Nambandiko. There's so many people who thought he can do and whatever. Because they've never really been in his space, to understand. I was too popular for people to really to understand who I was. And I'm the guy who has always worked with my principles. And I believe in life that whatever you do has consequences. So when people screwed me over, they were supposed to face the consequences. That's why I came in as Mutovuda. When they say, you take my money, you're supposed to give it back. If you say you're going to give it back. You get? You borrow gear to bring it back Mawa, bring it back Mawa.
Zikhani mimi
Remember
makapeda
the next
ukuthi
day, it's an issue.
Gear ya Beni ukakhala ukuthi waphonya nthawe kabweza.
Exactly. Because
Adam,
if you say you use it in 2 days and you bring it after 4 days, it's an issue. And if I make it an issue, now I'm the problem. You see?
I mean, that's people.
Exactly. So that's where I come in as Mutovuda. But where I come from, like this guy, don't hold it and forget. Yeah, man. Anyway,
Like, difference point, you know?
I mean, yo, man, I thought I had problems. I thought my life was shit.
I'm good.
guys.
Well,
Yeah, but yeah, these guys came through that process. But yeah, I think for me, I knew what was happening behind the scenes. I don't want to say Kwambili about it because people will be like, but yeah, I knew what was happening. And yeah, I'm happy we're here.
Yeah, very happy we're here because the very first episode, he gives us a prep. No. He told us to develop a prep within 20 minutes and we started shooting.
Yeah, I remember.
With who?
The first date that we had.
With me?
Hey,
You remember all these things?
hey, this guy. It's a sharp memory. He's too young.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but that's all crazy stuff that you can find on the internet on our
Yeah.
YouTube page.
They can always find that
Yeah, you
stuff.
can go. Also, my guy, buy and subscribe. Zugenda buy. But you know, on the
Because yeah, we have
hit and
like
run,
thousands of
watch
people
and stay
watching, and you're like,
Oh, you're just using us.
Just use us for entertainment.
Yeah, please. Tente bange budget na yilo banga campaign with the figure nali budget. Let's grow the page.
we need to grow, and I want us to hit 100K, and I think we will. There's a strategy that is being developed
Okay,
by Roy and whatever. Yeah, we're gonna get there.
perfect. There's a thing why we wanted it to be like this. Why we wanted you to come in as a friend of the show is
Yeah.
because we've missed having this type of chats with Ben. Because Kwambila lead.
The way you guys have been on fire.
Bro.
On fire,
Yeah.
Ben. The president.
We've got a new best. Like somebody was like, bro, I wanted to know something about governance and stuff like that. You know, I have a friend.
I can call.
I can make a call, and who's your friend? I showed them the picture. Like shit, shit, man. Yeah,
But you guys made it, and I think people don't understand the magnitude of what you guys have become. I think when we were talking about it, Kuti, this is the first unconventional podcast
Yes.
in Africa to have a sitting president come on the show and being interviewed with people and have like banda like chats in that way.
yeah.
It has never been done.
Never been done, bro. It has been done actually. It has. Okay.
Somebody corrected me in Didalimba by Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't know how true that is.
It good episode here.
I don't know.
And I better say.
Actually, that guy told me, if you want to fact check a guys, I can do that job for
Now let's check it.
Yeah, we are able. We can employ him. It's fine.
After all, we are capable.
I can find it, guys.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can find it. I'm going to do a link.
Yeah,
But as far as he's concerned, it's like a BBC episode, a podcast here again. Yeah.
Don't go a note out this time.
Because I know that.
Not a baloy.
Yeah, because people are just talking about Kagame because he's a popular guy that side.
Yeah. Okay, so that aside, we've had this run Pagadiba, guest after guest after guest.
And
you
we
know.
get stuff for guest, huh?
Yeah, sometimes we have to have this chat where we just talk about things. We don't have the pressure. What do you go and celebrity?
And people don't know, and I want to make this. The podcast is meant to be this.
Yeah.
This is just chat. A guest comes in as a supplement.
Yes.
We're not like the other
Places.
alleged podcasts
Yeah.
that they can only function when there's a guest.
When there's a guest, yeah.
Yeah. Now we don't because we don't.
We don't.
Allegedly.
No, we don't. Like
No, allegedly.
you are the guys who even ask you guys, we don't need a guest right now. We just want to chill.
Yes, we just want to.
That's the kind of thing. It's not like my guest over my guest azaza.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the reason why we even came in is because we needed to have shows without guests so that we can still exist without guests. That was initially why we exist. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because should I cook? Can I kick it?
Let him cook.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah, that's why we're here. We just wanted to have you as a fellow podcaster.
Yeah.
And Mamuza Ben, somebody asked me that, do you podcasters have a group? I was like, yeah, we do. Who are there? I was like, there's Ben, there's Mbumba. Yeah, there's Gray. Blage.
That's the grouping, eh?
Yeah.
Of podcasters, eh?
Yeah, it is. So, like, where are the other ones? I was like, which
What just happened?
Which ones?
So somebody asked me,
Yeah.
do you, as podcasters, do you have a WhatsApp group? I was like, yeah, we do. Who is there? Like, tell me the names. I was like, there's Ben, there's,
There's Blage,
Mbumba, Blage,
Mr. Gray.
Mr. Gray. Yeah, it's a whole community. Where are the others? Like, which ones?
Where?
Which one?
Which podcast?
But okay, what's the name of the group? Podcastmalawi. I mean, it's one of those. But yeah, now we just wanted to function within the group, so we picked him up because he used to be a podcaster.
Yeah.
Still a podcaster at heart.
Yeah.
We have a lot of things to talk about today. Guys, I'm having trouble breathing. That's why. My bronchitis issues because they inflame and stuff.
No.
Yeah.
You should stop shisha.
I don't do that.
It's a sign.
And it's a sign.
Yeah, it's a sign.
What happens when you are...
Having sex?
Why would you even think that?
Because of your...
But anyway, since you said it already, like what happened?
I breathe. I speak like this. Yeah. So this is a depiction of me having sex. No, I'm not. I'm only celibate. Alcohol celibate. I'm still having sex. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know you're live on YouTube, right?
Every day. Maybe you think I'm having sex once a week or whatever. Every day. Every morning and every night. That's why I don't like functioning with drunk people.
There has to be tea there.
Yeah, man. But remember we had Namadingo as a guest.
Yeah.
We spoke about governance and also him being a philanthropist. That's what you call it? Yeah. He's done a couple of things in the past. And I'm going to start ward ku Queens.
Yeah, we also talked about those people who used to come to his house and he was assisting them.
So that's on the 5th of April. He made a post on Facebook talking about how my ambulance agu Mangoji district hospital Nafa. There he was offering a hand. He wanted to help fixing those grounded ambulances.
Yeah.
So he posted to say, "Gudi abirago ku Mangojigo, kuragaone, and also meet the people." I actually read it the post again. Post yo inani nadu udafuna bide akakuma ende antu for the ubanga pledge kurarani. I think he went. He travels to Mangoji. That was on the 14th of April. He made the announcement on the 5th. Anabirago pa 14.
Okay.
Arabira mena kuja. Anabizori yeah, ndosokonesa. Pa 13 mpena anabanga announcement.
Okay.
Pa 14 anabira ku Mangoji kuja. Arabira Mangoji kuja. Anabizori anakanika kuma ande anthu amene amenena kurani kukuma nawo kuti apangeza PG oti apange akonzese ma ambulances acha. Anabizori sinanga kumana nawo anapanga extend stay yake.
Yeah.
Some of the other issues anapanga supposed so.
Yeah.
Anthu ena anaimbidwa mafoni sana muyanke.
Some physical sanchani.
Anthu ena anali kulanchi sana anasana bwerebe.
Yeah.
Atafusa munthu ina la. Ndekuti mwina azera kwina. Kuti afuse so munthu ina no woti mwina poti awabalibe mwina ndikumayenduka na amene ali kuti ku field.
Yeah.
So anabzodu obanga post chonchija, it brought in a lot of, conversation online.
Yeah.
Anthu ananena ena anambagira. You know how it be. So on the 15th, anagumandi the district leadership, where he was given that audience. Anabizodi ma ambulance amena nongega the 9. Pa 9 ibo at the 5 ndamene angafunike urani angatekuteka kupanga repair.
Yeah.
For the now alikale mu process ula bangidwe repair.
Yeah.
The district council.
Yeah.
So ngani imene inabwera ndi mendo nilam kuti ma views osiyana.
Yeah.
Ena kuna DI na madingo walakwisa was supposed to go through the proper channels because now that's what he made atakuma ndi anthu awano on the 15th anamuzala wena upanga ulembe kalata bwino. Yes man.
The proper term amadi
Protocol, yes. Afunika protocol. Now,
okay. Mesa amadi palimagawa tena analudi abitakali ku PVHO for repairs.
Yeah.
Panai nipo.
Panai nipo. Amena ngatobanga repair and 5. Short follow now.
They have already gone for repairs.
Kalali bali pandomego apite ka abitakale. So that one I'm not clear on.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what happened. The namadingo just anapanga so update so post to that guys. Kusite uzanda ndago jonchi. Impost mene mpena manina so zinthu ngati zimene zoso. Kula nduza ndilembe kalata tisatele protocol. Now. Nkhani ikulu ndikuti ineyo ngati munthu ongona komanso munthu oti timampanga follow namadingo because he's a big brand. He's done this a couple of times before. Anapanga korezi drama za anthu ambirimbiri. There was this guy anapita ku Zambia for operations.
Yeah. For cancer or everything. Yeah.
What he passed on it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I should think. We can Google that, Bobo. But wabanga was in Zambia. Is this zoyamba? Even zokonzesa magali morodi.
Yeah, he's done my fundraising, which was actually successful.
Yeah.
So yeah.
In partnership ndina kemora zenchan. So inepojiona kuti ye wanauti waona magali moto onongeka. Sina chinthu chachilendo kwa ineyo because I've seen him done that. Like he's been doing that. Nde akuti pa dumbidwa protocol. Ineni mafuna nimveseseka iwe choyamba.
Yeah.
Protocol mina dumbidwa nditiyo.
Okay. As far as I know, the protocol that he mixed is kuti, let's say you find kuti code wajika chintu. So magali they belong to the public, but they are custodians again. Ndamena magari chito mene koko. So antamena like kupichipata lapo under the like anto administration na procurement and whatever. Ndamena mayengela karunda aucha. Right? So waona karenga itunzi kuti kwa kuti zaonongeka. So wamva. So he wants to plan kuti ndika mve mavuto because the first thing is sungakona ndikonza kuza vuto lake means akacheza ndatha kuti mavuto yake ndikutana and whatever ongatana ndi ntero itoka kuti ntero yake nali yakumbali kumanera kumanda anthu what is the issue iyi engine napanga chachi iyi ma brake anatele iyi napanga chako okay fine. So instead of for you to meet between yes appointment and this is a fact. I don't know if people have thought about it. Yeah, I might not go Peter, these are officers and whatever, right? But people that, let's say you will for the way no they have to.
All right, but here's the thing. He went there and he couldn't find the people who could refer him to the people that he needed. Right?
Yeah,
basically because they knew that he was coming.
No. So
and they made sure that they were not available.
They knew is an alleged position based on the character during the day. Koma if you go in an office, kuma kaya kuta anthu alima project. Wapita.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm supposed to meet you. I come here. I find your secretary. The secretary will ask me, "Did you book an appointment?"
Yeah.
I'll say, "No, I did not book an appointment."
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what happens. If you like to meet this man, you have to ask when they approve, you get a date or time for you to meet this person. I think it was supposed to be that easy.
Yeah.
Wafika pamalo paja amulandira. Oh, mufuna bwana ndani, bwana Johnny Banda. Okay, Johnny Banda is not here or is here but he's busy.
Now.
Unless you do
Yeah.
I think it's going to simple Johnny. Now this avoidance of people deliberately leaving office because we know this guy is going to be here is kinda,
They
publicized on social media.
I should think so, yeah.
Because mbona ngati kuti adangona kuti I don't know ngati na utapita mawala ake ndekuti anthu ngati anachokapo it might be one of those things. Komanso the other thing for me namadingwa anaga has to be working with a team and I think he does, right? Because these are administrative issues. zimene zimatha kusolvedwa ndi munthu wakuadimi.
Yes.
Yeah, so when you're a big brand like that one, obviously I'm pretty sure he has someone. Mwina amene anatha kupanga makhoza tikubwera yanchani. Yeah, so Mr. Namadingo zafuna audience wakuti okay chabwino. There has to be that kind of that because when you're going kumalo ngati munthu wokuti you're a big figure, umafunika kuti either ukaenda advance team, so entry chako chakuyenda nayo ichi kai kuti ili ready kuti okay fine wakuti akuyangana chani, okay tikagona kuti tipanga chani, everything has to be set like that. So tafika tamuimbira wakuti sakupezeka, tamuimbira wakuti sakupezeka, itokhala kuti atafika adi antonyana zaziwa kuti okay kuntu yafika, then masecretary ndi anthu ochenjera amamuziwa bwana wawo awaziwa kuti okay bwana safuna kuzizimisidwa, afuna apange prepare, apange meeting, advance meeting, kuti mukhale ma talking points kuti tiyankhula naye munthu chani, right? Because I think koyambira wafuna kumani munthu mmozi aka anthu awiri atatu, koma later on after the whole issue kunabwera gulu because nakusenchito nkhani chene yavuta anthu anaimbira mafoni kubwera kulilongo kuno ma issues chana tiwo chapo manja tinti kumani munthu yoti kambirana naye bwino koma all those things when anakambirana mawa like zija ma talking points amene anthu chamafunika yankhulane before kumana ndiye uja because much as the protocol is boring, koma the protocol safeguards anthu ena anga amene atoka ndi ma ill intentions. Yeah, ono kuti I find it kuti ngati amamuzembazemba muna secretary anango walembera bwana kubanda madingo kuno zianakambaze I think post itachitika anthu anakambirana ndi ata kuti mwabwera madingo anauza okay muuze tunthu osacho kapo. I'm pretty sure something like that happened. Kumfuna kumpanga frustrate kuti muna angobwerera. Kuma I think what they forgot is mkulu ya ndi page ya anthu 1.3 billion. And that was like a big thing. Atangopanga post major.
Okay, yeah. Now, I think I should agree with what Ben is saying. Because now, somebody comes here. At Podcastmalawi, we want to meet Brandon. And in Enga, kumanda and Tudma now on appointment basis.
Yeah.
Ndodi muafusa. Unabanga appointment? Mayas. Okay, jabuno. Ngasuna banga appointment, you have to book one.
Yeah.
You know, this is a process.
Yeah.
Kaamule mbakala, kaamudane, kaamudumiza email.
Yeah.
However, kaamuyankulandi personal assistant wage. However, that's done. That's the first thing. Secondly, as you're saying, Gudi, these other issues are administrative issues.
Yeah.
You know, before even I could say, Gudi, I want to talk to the CEO, I want to talk to this man or the other man. Komaso Gudi nene statement is because I'm being frustrated. But ground level vaja.
Yeah, because for me, I was expecting Kuranapang and exchange my emails. Because when you want to do something like that, you at least you as email, mutalemba die wakuti I represent Mr. Namadingo. Amenafuna tukubwera siku la kuti would like to meet you. Are you available or whatever. So mutayanka ndi atakha kuti ali available, anani kuti ali available kenaze kuthawa. The big issue.
That's a big issue.
Like, oh, chief, tawo chadu fiwero kunoko. But I know kuti when it comes to public spaces, people want to just storm into the space kwa peza antawugwira ntchito ziyangati amapanga a vice president he will storm into an office kunguli wakuti ali kuti uyakutani. Yes, you can find people kuti munakena negligence koma anthu amakhala kuti pali zochitika zimene zikuchitika kuli wakuti ali meeting yakuti wakuti ali sick leave. So you want to make sure kuti those administrative issues are sorted in advance before you come. So for him, it's a big person. Maybe there might be lessons learned about how to handle
such.
Yeah, because it's just diplomacy. It's diplomacy. How would you make sure?
Yeah, but I think protocol was supposed to be observed. Yeah,
diplomacy.
No, somebody on Twitter said, "Kuti, had it been it was let's say Ampenganjira and just said ndubita kumangoji ndukapanga donate 100 billion kwacha." Without even saying, 100 billion funding,
protocol was gonna be solved later. Yeah, they will be like,
inconvenience kabwede kandani.
And I think I like that perspective.
Yeah,
because perspective tells you the challenge that is there with how we respect people. We respect people based on what? Our perception of who they are.
But here's the thing, because this case alone, Ibabanga implicated Antwambi. How do you have so many cars grounded? That's the first question. That it means from the hierarchy, you're reporting. mafunso ambabwera makweresi please write a report zatheka bwanji mwende magamoto mwakuti sakuyenda
nezonanga pena pakati vice president azalemba kuti give me a number wachani
I think those are fake.
it was a fake one there's like a vice president akafuse pa Facebook kuti ndipase number yako
because now these people they already have a system on how ngati PVHO it exists to handle magamoto aboma mabonza like they literally exist to do that.
Yeah.
So
now
focus
they find out my pale magamoto grounded so much like that and boma ka anthu ena akesa madziwa kuntundako now they know through a musician like on social media
actually.
so it's an issue that anthu ena but they didn't look good.
sinaoneke bwino they needed to have a meeting kuti azibuze
look
Chris
good.
that's why I think atapanga namba magamoto akuti akupita kale ali scheduled
Yes.
because I think pamafunika papezeke yankho pamene yeah for me is like what he has done is wanapanga shake the system
Yeah, he shook the system.
and everyone worked and
So for him to actually just fix all those cars, you are just it shows that Antona they're incompetent in office. So that was not a good look for certain people.
even politically you look at it my guys because inaona ngati Antona ake anazilowesa politics a bit munena ngati kuti he doesn't think or whatever just because zinachitika izozo ndi munthu mu regime
Yeah, now there's a perspective yonena kuti iye uja being a brand would be doing these things just to congolesa his brand.
that's true
Komano looking at
he's also benefiting
he is
Of course.
but looking at his track record or mzvenazo ngati anthu mene amasangalira chacha akagaya ndalama I don't care so long as people are getting so long as people are getting money but what I'm trying to say is munthu anapanga kukale izizi suti ndikuyamba
yeah
sakuphunzirira apa
sakuphunzirira pamene papa koma I think zotakamba zinzo kuti anthu ena ake anakapsya manja anangangwapeza ndikupeza kuti walipanga ripoti yake ya first day ndikulemba kuti ndapeza zinthu zija ose akuti ali ndivutira kuti so panopa tikuyambapo ta plan yake ndi yakuti ku Minister of Health kuona ngati zili bwino
no it's not definitely
Ena nchiro yao pene posima kongola
paenda bwino la magondo guys kuti iwe sunapanga schedule bwachi koma nkhani yo kamba yoti he's doing it for personal gain people can argue like that and it's true kuti him as a person is going to look good yes he has a heart to help koma wina aliyesa amene amathandiza akamathandiza afika masangalani of course ina also masangala koma news zalembedwa okay fine because charity is a business imakuthandizira kupeza social capital komanso just like the backing of a society that's why anthu ena ake akafusidwa mafuso bwanji ndalemba anthu chito 5,000 yeah, because the charity is like is a deposit.
Why are you throwing jabs?
No, it's a deposit. It's a power of deposit. Iliyoda kauti zinakeza kuvutana pano. Pamuta ngamba na kuti yeah, inedo ndina jambla mauko ati 5 aulele. Oh. And ukulukira na uta okay fine. And now we have now ndapanga invest kwa ndampasa ndrama wako. It works like that. Charity is a good investment.
It is a good investment.
Because you guys, you don't know what Namadi was gotten through charity. He's made it nice. It's big for me. And I feel like ndamana ngabanga charity inake pakaticha. Inampusha kwa mbili. Which is good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's like using charity for your benefit, which is good as well because everyone has to benefit at the end of the day. I would do the same. Yeah. Yeah, but I wouldn't just throw money to people on social media. Yeah,
definitely. Talking about charity, hi Charity. Charity, there's this guy, Ken B was again.
Who?
Ken B was again.
Ken B.
He has been arrested because Anabanga fundraising at 10 million.
Yes.
Was a guy who wanted to wanted surgery.
Wakantsika nakajaga.
Manager wakantsika nakajaga. Ken B so anakaso manager made see at some point. Can be he's been everywhere. And on a date with Sanchale.
That's the guy.
That's the guy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. What I feel before we dive in, Ken B is a brand on his own. He just was again. He just lacks direction. That's what I feel. Because he shakes the internet. He does. He really does. Because whenever he does shit, everybody's talking about it.
But does it promote with a specific brand for some reason?
Specific brand? Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Which one?
But my Facebook page, I'm not going to promote his messages.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Is not anything else apart from that. I think what basically even in my page in National in Zodiac, chifukwa wamangidwa.
Yeah, because now, nkhani episode yopanga raise 10 million ija yafika nobody mpaka na wamangidwa. Chifukwa yoti anthu akuona ngati 10 million ija sana igwisire ntchito bwino kapena wanazikundikira. Koma kunatuluka no nkhani kumene amanga kucha akunena kuti iyeyo never received 10 million. He only received 100,000 kwacha. But where is the 100,000? That
Kodi anthu amene amapasa ndalama amapasa njira yanji?
anaika maujena
GoFundMe.
I think it was through Gamma.
Yes, man.
And how did people calculate 10 million?
No, he made a post.
Kodi ndalama yafika 10
Kuti
million?
aita mafans okwanira 10 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, he showed himself in the food.
Come on, it was on the girls' page, not on his page.
It wasn't him saying that.
Yeah, it was written on the girls' page.
Okay, so there's a girl amampanga manage ka content creator. Right? Like a content creator gaja nkamene sokana nena so tufuna fundraising for this person. Eh?
Yeah.
I should think so, yeah. We want to raise funds because Adawa alindi vudo lofunika surgery. Yeah, so was again anabanga menezikuonekera was again anabanga exaggerate the page that he manages for this content creator inabanga exaggerate my figures yo to the point where he was arrested for it. One out by 10 million kuma Adawa mpaka na kuda bangidwe surgery, somebody else had to step in. You know, atandiza, it's a separate person. Drama zili kuti. Pampomwera pamposamba. So charity yo, tikamanya kuti charity. What are the criteria? Kuti ine ndibange charity, let's say.
That's a problem, man. I find kuti panopa if you want to do charity, ungokhala kuti ndikapeji kakabo kena kuyambe kumangona pali bokuti ndovutika tene tisonke ndalama funika ndalama zakuti ma account ake ndi yawo. In other countries, this is a serious issue. It's a serious issue. It doesn't work like that. That's why I don't GoFundMe because in my platform order there abapangudo are regulate pamene kunoko. You know good even pempero mpande tawe nake inaweza vuta sonkani nake. Is that dollar Antona number to pempero so is a dollar what done. So I don't know. I think maybe it was a misunderstanding. It was nazima kazo kuti ndama za loa kena go mwina namadi Ngozo. Mista, but there was a story.
Oh yeah,
that she saw in
Yaku Central Hospital.
Central
Queens, yeah.
Kuti fans ijalindi ilindi expectation, right? Yokuti ndama zibwere kena go mwina mutio sana kasitenge nthawi manager ngati kesi na madingo kena kuta ndalama zina zinali m'accounts ena so mafuna ndizitolere zibwere pamozi kuti I should hand it over pamene anthu akulikira kena nkhani imakhala atuka kale komanso nthawi zina munthu ndi munthu mwina ndalama chanalowa koma patabwera vuto nalike ndaigwisa ntchito koma andiyibweza commitment yake. There are so many things that happen in this space and I feel like there's a problem and I've lamented this in secret kuti we need to find a way of how we do fundraising ku Malawi kuno kati panga platform kathu kuti anthu at least ngati mwaona kuti pali need ina yake talikane pamene pakhale regulation yabwinobwino koma osazamayika m'account mwa anthu. Nah, it's wrong.
Thandiza changu.
Tukumpasa pala hatsa thandiza changu.
We have a platform in Malawi. It's called Fund Me.
It's Fund Me?
Go.
But it's a properly accredited Ujeni. People are doing that for the Tay Green situation also. If you wanted to help Tay Green, you could just send money through the Fund Me Ujeni and the money goes directly to his account.
Since we're already there, how did
gosh.
the show go? Like,
I thought you were talking about the money.
No.
I ain't got no idea. But anyway, no, the show went great. The event was quite good. There were a lot of things that I picked up as somebody who, as a patronizer and also somebody who was also like at the backstage and stuff. I feel like a lot of things were not properly handled, yeah. Like, for example, Tay Green's performance. I'm a huge Tay Green fan. And seeing how unprepared the band was, it was as if they alangwazi zimusoridi no mugaimbe ba stage jani. So pamachitika ma delay ambiri ba stage which was taking the crowd's attention away. But all in all, Tay Green is a star. I think at the end of the day, he still ended up nailing the show, nailing the performance.
You're talking about the Masinta one, right?
Yes.
No, I was asking about the
BICC.
yeah,
The BICC one, no, I didn't attend that one. Who
No, I
did?
was watching it online.
How was it?
The show was good. I think in India I didn't say she wambelira.
Okay.
I think I didn't say she low wambili kena kwenambo panga pig chakumalizira kwina. I think there was the vice president was having a lot of fun dancing and everything else.
He was.
Yeah. Did they make their money back? I don't know, man. Yeah, because when you think about a show in Ndalama.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
I think they did.
Did they?
Kulimuna malaja na basaulele, mwina zidazida sunanga na basaulele.
Mwina analipo ena kama na maponya nditu. What do you call that? Kuti
Super.
kuti wina kama bwela ene ndi manga ma pledges or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is there accountability on how much money he made? So that people should stop sending money to his account?
Oh, people are still sending money, yeah? Oh yeah, so
But did people know about this platform before this incident? Kabena.
No, kama fund me assistant kuibeza ineyo.
Fund me,
Okay. For fund me Malawi, even kucheka fund me Malawi sikuoneka.
Or go through MobiPay,
Oh.
and then there's a platform. Yeah, fund me. Just check MobiPay.
oh, it's under MobiPay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I wanted to ask kuti yakin Beach.
Yes.
Sama nazo kuti ananena zokuti wapanga raise 10 million.
Yes.
So iyeyo amaipanga kagireti mwana kuti amaona ngati kuti ndamayo basi akangonena choncho ndoti zikhaza atha.
Well, I'm thinking kuti zomwezo zofuna capacity. Yeah? If I'm coming to you,
Saying kuti ndapanga kale raise
mwakuti, and you guys are confident enough to say, even if I send my 20,000, it's gonna, do the job because, I mean, he already has 10 million.
Koma wouldn't the beneficiary be expecting that amount?
Exactly. I think that's the thing. Just not eating zimene zokuti beneficiary generally rangu ase ngode kakaere. Kwa no. Dide kabani. Yeah, exactly.
There's all food
Yeah.
Guys, if someone makes money on you, let's say mtu naga na that Podcastmalawi kuvutika kwampi. Kena kwa tipa ngarizi ndama ndepa pesa 200 million. Nde azicho dojedo wibeleka ndobe.
Ndina.
So food.
Kena kwa siri ai popanga withdraw adedulaya romane like what? What?
I have a friend who
You see, it won't end up but at the end of the day, I think when it comes to things to do with money, there's credibility. We have my platforms I made all and I made my zoda bangas the names ngala ina na madingo ngakai muno lepa nantana ke banani my issues.
Yeah, those are kind of my issues. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Stuff like
so I think mafana ambila about social media, this should be a lesson. Maga content creators and have mafuna zibanga create my headlines na da as a trend yanjani because mfano yunda nambo banga seek attention ugambira kale. Now look at him now.
Yeah. I hope he survives. Kama karana ba ango panga recover dollar. I think it's
10 meters.
It's 10 meters to panga recover. You can say amuna toka ni malo kwao.
Koma palibe amene wabwera wasanena zokuti pana 10 meter. Amene watu
kanisa kuti anangonena and because ana kauda antana bangadi pay 10 meter with my guys amene anatumiza aramba kuzoka
aramba
nalumiza magodi. Omuna so antame atuluka ngati ali bwete. Ndamene wapanga amount to 100,000 ndikunenedwa.
Well, people should understand. There's one thing with this whole thing of Gawana and Ndarama is pena pake kumapanga declare because antamena wapanga zimezi zoti nditola ndrama ndikumayenda kumakhala administrative cost.
Yeah.
Bisa chilo ndrama za umatani weyo because anthuda akatumiza 10 million they expect you to have the same 10 million. Ma bank charges akawerengera kuti unaenda yopita ku bank and everything. Are you going to be using your money? So sometimes antaziganiza kama lowa muzona kuti tipangani fundraise because the accountability has to be there. Are you showing us the receipts? And the receipts you unakwiza ndani unakwiza kama ndi munthu amene ya beneficiary yokuti nditengapo 5% as for administration kanitengapo 10% for administration. This thing has to be clear. But I feel like antambili angokondwa kwambiri nanga see I think there are successive people ajina tusaiwe that lady and there's another lady so kuyano
amati Mbambande
amene I think they are successful in fundraising for people. And I think it's becoming fashionable for my content creators and whatever kuti usayambeti ma charity rao so that they can fundraise and make money. But I think people have to be careful because in other countries and mangirwa.
I've tried fundraising before. It's a logistical administrative nightmare.
It is.
Yo, especially if you don't know the actual amount of money that is needed there
Yeah.
and the money that you need to run that
around.
fundraise.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Because there's a bunch of activities in between. For me to be posting about these things, I need to have somebody to do a poster. I need to have somebody to be advertising on social media. Nkana ikulu tibwera jetuma kwenda wauza ma artist. When whatever you're doing, ngalizupanga involve nalama. Have a business skill.
Oh, yeah. Ndangokumbukira zimene mwakamba papasi. Nthawi ya Cyclone Freddy. Is it Cyclone? Yeah, Cyclone Freddy. Panali gulu lina lakamati Land Rover Chanchan.
Yes.
So there's some lady who's also part of that group. Amadi Mpaso, you know, the Reverend Mpaso Chidot.
Oh, Mpaso, yeah.
Yeah, she posted kuti nice to anasatenga game yake. She went kwina kwake kuti nakoso kumene koko kunali anthu kuti anavutika nazo kwambiri. So I heard kuti anthu ena akanachita kukwera muntengo, like there was a bunch of people that were hiding amatawa anakwera mpaka na muntengo. So she got there with just one car. Nana nyamuna zovala. Zoto zomwe zoti anthu amangopereka yanchachanchana. I don't know ngati panali zina zakaunjika. And then the numbers, the people that showed up, kutazalandire thandizo licha. She was very overwhelmed with anthu andambiri. Uje zinthu zachepa. Pakana she stood there, anachilolemba yeka kuti pakana I cried kuti guys, this is so
Mavuto alipo mbirimbiri koma ndikuona ngati kuti it's trendy kuthandiza anthu.
Yeah, they're making it a trend.
It's like trending kuti basi napita pina pake tapeza muna kuvutika. Titakupanga raise ndama chondele limozi. Zitheka. But guys, you need to have accountability. Yeah, I feel like people need to azitokani system. Ife mwaisanzo tikufuna tipange kunoka ka fund ka wina wake. Pakale system ya accountability. Takazenda makuti zata. Tinapanga bosa uchinthawi na fundraise.
Yeah.
Musanabwere makosana.
Yeah, kuma festina unere.
So
they also overlooked it on the logistical thing. And I've been funded 50,000 and one of my 5 vans.
No, you should understand with that money.
Somebody has to explain.
Explanation.
Somebody has to explain.
We also did that, guys. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because once you do it, sometimes you expect people to be excited to do it, blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, you find it. For my pocket just to being rich.
Yeah.
I think it's yeah. Because sometimes charity is simple. It's not. And sometimes I always argue, if you want to go to charity and do charity work, have something. Money.
Also, you need to have a heart, a big heart.
Yeah. Also kind of cash.
Because now, Muna so and when I guess I want to share the same sentiments that you have.
Yeah.
You know, Muna make a few for people that have, you know, I say don't in the puzzle.
What?
Nobody else cares apart from you. You know, so be ready to spend your own money.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah. So Ben, you had something to say?
Hey, well, else?
Was it about charity?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
If you want to work charity, find charity.
Charity begins at home.
No, I think I wanted to ask Udi Chismo, but you raised money because of what?
At that time we had there was a chart, I think.
Yeah, one of the things my rentals adding one of the challenges.
So I think the podcast was concerned with the guys. If I think at that time, my car number 50 pini or something, yeah. So we're looking for money to do that. Yeah. But I bobo kangara ndi cash.
I say, no, dread. I say, Garibali, Rasta, I mean, I didn't dread your son, but I say, his mama Samaria sits like I say.
Yeah. Yeah, it was moments. Like moments. But I'm fundraising. I'm fundraising.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt the podcast to just start again. You know what I'm saying?
For who?
For all of us.
The guy that Ben I'm fundraising.
Yeah.
And I think I know what I was.
Yeah, Geoff also. You want?
I mean,
yeah.
Ben, what do you want your fundraiser to be about?
Ine. Funa sandra mali ntipo bandibe woka.
Nene buno kuti uri nyumba mbaraka.
Go woka.
Poka uri mpando kamera nyumba. You know.
This guy is rich. He's just humble. I say. Sometimes people don't know.
Yeah.
The fun okay.
This one.
You can attest.
I wanted to say something, but then
Mbumba,
we are on record.
on the record,
We are
yeah.
recording.
My sister, this one time, she goes like, could I say Bensam? And I was like, I don't want to be telling you. She's like, that guy, I think he has man. I said, you think he has man?
Money.
He has man.
man has
Stop
money, bro.
thinking.
Yeah.
This one day, I was with Ben.
Pasa ni Ndwale.
100%. This one day I was with Ben. We were hanging out. I don't know what happened, but we needed some money. I'm cashless as well, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more mobile than because before Togol. Now we needed money there. Nigga put out a bunch, bro. Like, how much do you need? There's like,
You know, guys, people don't understand. Ben has money. But he's a humble guy.
You know the school fees. Hakuna
kwa drama za school fees sama gulira mo. Ni drama za mwezo ka. Eh.
So say what you na gana jela so jani kodi school fees your way.
In the same building.
Just a bunch of fees eaters
Yes.
in this room.
In this room. Yeah,
Crazy, man.
but Ben is sorted.
Ben is sorted.
What do you need? Gear?
Of course. We are for okay.
Mbumba, what do you need?
Hey, a lot of things, guys. Just give me the money.
Tell us the amount.
Just give. I right now. Hey, my problems can be fixed maybe with like 17
million. Okay. I need
That's a car. This is what it got.
I don't want
Okay.
but
Guys, to be honest, in because can do drama, there will be signs. Mozazi was
But okay, can I ask?
I drive a ragged ass Pro Box. It's a sign that I don't have money.
But can I ask?
Legend.
Wouldn't you? This is a question to all three of you because you're the ones that are on camera.
Yes.
Wouldn't you rather people just wonder what is it that they do? Right?
Yeah.
So that they feel like, you know? Because like when people see you, they do ask themselves those questions, right? Yeah. Isn't that a cool thing though?
Well, it is cool and also uncool at the same time because now
What?
there's a thing, you know. Aside from this job, I have another job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where like 90% of the time I'm there. Yeah. So people come in like, yeah, Brandon Jones, selfie, like, yes. You know, we do that, then. So where's the studio?
It's okay.
Where's the studio? Like, yo, you think it's here? You know?
Yeah. So they should just
So
assume.
now you see, people think where you work, that's where the studio is.
Yes.
And how come people don't blame you for thinking that you own a fucking studio at your working place?
People think he owns the whole thing.
Yeah. But you own a studio at your workplace.
Yeah, they think so.
Yeah. Then why do I get roasted when the people like
People
they
think
People think you have money, a lot of money, and I agree.
But I drive a Pro Box. You should see my car.
You know what I'm you know, he lives like a double life, right? Like
Yeah.
he's rich in a different world.
He's also poor.
Then man anga sikuna ngisa kumandi pen. Ay mshine cheke.
Guys,
What's that? That's what I got.
guys, in guys,
Stupid boys.
Can I go? Tumangisa podcast.
guys, in the moment I get money, the first thing I'll buy is a nice car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
So,
I know.
as long as I'm driving a Pro Box, just know
Something somewhere is not.
it's not really,
You know, I still believe.
You still believe that it's good, Dad? But okay, you know, I need
how.
money.
Come on.
I need
I'll
money.
be surprised then one day.
I need money. And I need my iPhone is not good, so I need a better iPhone.
Don't worry, your fans will get it.
just help me.
Because
Guys, just help me fix my car.
I'm not a very okay. Not because
Guys, my food, we had to fix my car. How many hours?
Have a website, yeah, go fix my car.
Oh, yeah. Or we can go like a fund me. We can open a fund me for Ben's car.
Ben's car.
Yeah.
Nah.
What do you think?
Antu
Yeah.
muamba udanta kugona muni chago.
Hello?
No, I remember some guy windscreen again up when to asonga so called grey windscreen. So things like that help me fix my car.
number
Who's windscreen
anampasa ndama zambiri kuti fund mtu hapo. Bensam mtu hapo.
Ndani anapwanyidwa windscreen.
Umuntu anapita kuona muntu kuza kupena kuja windscreen. I swear.
Hello.
A group by name.
Whose windscreen was broken?
I want to know.
You're not gonna leave us hanging.
Did you mind?
No.
Yeah.
Names withheld. There's a story in South Africa that happened on the 5th. Yeah, on the 5th of April. So there's a guy, Jim Junkie, that has been run over the Fort Ranger. Chifukwa yo kuti amaganizidwa kuti agwenda ndi mkazi wa mwini wake. I saw the video clip. I liked the car because it starts with the car. I was like, yo, this is a nice graphics. Yeah, it was graphical. It was
nice.
bad. And angunda kwayamba muntu jagwa.
So the story is that the guy that ran over the other guy, he's also married.
Nah, that's not true.
He's married, yeah.
No, those not it's not true. It's alleged. Because the details even
Okay, I think let's simplify this issue.
Yeah.
There's a man, there's a woman,
Yeah.
and there's another man.
Yes.
I just sorry, sir.
So there's a big phone.
That
So
one, yeah.
It's a bouncer. It's a bouncer.
No. That should be the Ford Ranger.
It's a phone. These are people.
Wait, no, that
Ranger will be
this
the
one.
guy with the Ford Ranger.
Ranger will be this-
That one.
This is a Ford Range. Anyway, let me finish.
Yes.
The lady.
Yes.
This guy has this woman. So eventually, this woman started doing some stuff
With this one.
with the bouncer guy.
Do this. That they should do.
Yeah? So
Weird.
they're like this. Yeah?
Yeah.
The other one has
Now
to be
this guy
down.
is not seeing, he's not knowing.
Yeah.
He's looking the other way.
Yeah.
Right? So eventually, this guy finds out that
That one.
this woman is also doing some stuff with this guy.
Yeah.
Some jiggy.
Very good description.
Yeah? Now, this guy gets his car. It's a very nice car.
Very expensive.
I think he didn't have time to even ask Lou, yo,
Who this no do?
oh, what's the relationship between you and my woman? I don't know what he saw, but I think we don't know as the tunes or whatever. Like, nigga,
But text.
So nigga just came over, runs this guy over.
Yeah.
One
A
time.
million times.
Dusa banga divesi so.
Urusa by iPhone.
Okay.
Very important.
Even insurance.
That's a very good question.
We need a partner
Yeah.
for insurance.
Yeah.
So sana telepo mwebo anazabira so lujira so uzandusa so kajige naso ma forward.
3 times?
You say.
It didn't number.
Nigga made sure the other person is dead.
So anyway, so this is the incident that took place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's discuss.
Well, in as far as what you're saying may or may not be true, there's chan.
But the
You know,
issue at hand is
My
this.
issue at hand is this one. Guys, azikaza inyake muzaopa.
Leave them alone.
That's my take from whatever.
No, but technically, I just feel like almost in kazi alliance in kazi wa mwini wake. So, come on.
Feminist.
You're at your age. No, at your age, you meet a woman today. She's probably seeing someone else.
Yeah, that's true.
So when you say wouldn't kazi wa come on, it's a very
Because I think it's a battle
know?
of fighting and winning someone over you.
yeah.
So amakhala kuti munthu ali pa level iyi and you fight tingati kuma stone age konkucha. Wamphamvuyo ndi amene amapanga. So if this time it's about money or it's about maybe I don't know game or whatever.
Riz, yeah.
Yeah. So whatever that you have that can get a woman and you get the woman. Kuma mwina, what do you say? I agree with you. I think a person who married someone, they're willing to do everything.
Yeah.
And I think stories I've heard, people, I think it doesn't end well. Most people just kill. And I think they don't even care what police.
Yeah, most people kill. Even
But it's all just in a rush, right? It's all in the rush of the moment, the anger, the heat of the moment. And then I'm guessing after that, he was like, oh, shit.
I say,
What did
oh
I
shit moment
do?
you gonna kagajwidi mena wamponda because nigga took his time, bro.
Because I don't think I think he got mad in it.
I imagine.
Yeah, that was premeditated.
Premeditated.
Yeah.
So
Sana ngunde mwangu zi. Amafuna swa ronetse sana rani?
It was
Sana ngunde mwangu.
manslaughter.
Soda?
No, it's not.
So you're telling me that guy did not have an oh shit moment?
Nah.
And I think he has. Because kana iga drag yanji inasungunuka.
Hey.
What I can tell you guys is this nigga sikoyamba kupa.
He has done it.
Sikoyamba kupa mutana.
Koma, why did you want to do it?
Alleged.
And how yoguti everyone was saying.
Nzwenduna zoti muntu huyu sana sikoyamba kupa and I believe angwira kodi?
We don't know.
I think
Mesta
so.
would South African police maneno did their investigation.
Ngati atangwire tizamuone muntu pamene. Ine ndikuona ngati sangwira. Ugandan.
Is it Ugandan?
Yeah.
Ugandan. Yeah.
This has brought fresh memories of a certain Malawian business tycoon that shot his girlfriend, and the girlfriend is dead. And he was in prison, but now he's out. He's enjoying freedom.
I know who you're talking about, but we're not gonna go there. So anyway,
No, my argument was gonna go towards the whole justice system.
Yeah.
It wasn't just he's not gonna be caught.
no, but the issue at hand here again.
Is that
You keep digressing. You.
That's why it's a podcast. It has to digress.
Yes, go.
Okay, fine.
Tanena iweyo no mbali yako. Nkhani.
Mali aineyo. I think, my guys, we just have to learn from this and some other my instances. Ngati mina magambo yuyu. Kudi dolo so binasa na bezogari my instances ajoncho. He got violent. You know, Awaso abanga find out he got violent. I think this is something that men need to work on. Their emotions over such disappointments. Because it was just a disappointment and he lost his cool, his temper.
Also, so like when nazama emotions, I'm thinking about like an emotional guy is a soft guy. But what he did was hard, dog. Because so you say goody.
The other guy was talking smack. Yeah, you ain't shit. I did this to your girl. I said, yeah.
No, because when they say losing your cool, this is the next level of losing your cool. One person says this is the type of person who's gonna take and this panzer was gonna destroy this guy.
Yeah.
But Ioja in his head, he just went wild and he blacked out.
Yeah.
Blacked out. It wasn't even himself.
That was autopilot,
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah.
But I think
Blacked out, and the other person that was doing that that was the devil himself.
two sides
Took
of
over
the
his
coin.
body.
Two
Yeah.
sides of the coin, and I agree with you. I agree with you. Men have to tame their emotions, and I think because what has happened, Manoba, he has lost pretty much his whole life for the incident. For the muntu mosi.
This was someone konda. Because if muntu pamene yaga nkhala wankonda sakana mpanga zene.
Yeah, because the woman doesn't love the guy. That's why the woman is doing that. So, I don't want to provide alternative ways of evil. I think there could be other ways.
Yeah, he could have premeditated this whole thing nicely.
Wow.
He could have done better. Yeah, but at the same time, this is something we need to look into as men.
Yeah.
Guys, almost 70 to 80% of men that are in prison is because of women.
True, it's crazy, man.
It's either a direct issue because of women or an indirect issue all because of women.
Relationships really matter when it comes to these things. And they are a source.
It's either muntu akoza kumangidwa ifo mwina anabandrama kunchiro because of a certain woman. You know, you kill someone because of a certain chick. So it all goes down to emotions. So as men, we really need to look into this and make sure we're safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think men have to protect themselves. And I think over-reliance of... I've always imagined these things. And I think it's a weird thought. I'm just here for one day, guys. I'm saying crazy stuff. But I've always imagined, Kuti, muntu, like you we can do muntu. Before any affiliation and everything, you're just a person.
Yeah.
And I think you are complete as a person.
On your own.
Yeah. So whatever that you have attached to, guys, that and you're attached to it, I feel like it can be separated.
Yeah.
And you can be okay as a person. Unabwera weka uzavayasoweka
Yeah.
whatever that came katikati zimachitika nditu koma ndimakhulupirira kuti there's a way that you can clean
Separate
your
yourself.
mind
Yeah.
ndikukhala so munthu so wabwinobwino. I still believe in that. I think it's a hard place to explore, but I think men have to find that place.
Yeah, but and on top of that, guys, magazi ambiri amazithawa ni madolo. Yeah. So akakhala pale vodi ni madolo, they cannot fathom the fact that kunja kuli madolo ena. But I keep reminding people kuti mulungu sanalenge dolo mmodzi.
Yeah.
Kuli madolo ambiri. So this woman that you think you own, someone else can,
Easily
get her.
It's crazy.
It could be even a lesser human being. And it's even more painful when it is a lesser human being smashing your chick.
A mechanic.
Okay. But these things do happen.
It's not like a mechanic.
So-
Less a bit.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm just
Hey.
going to move here. To the mechanic.
Hey, Maurice was the
Maurice
problem.
was- yeah,
Yes.
true. Yeah.
So guys, as a reminder, mulungu sanalenge dolo mmodzi. Anything can happen to us as men. We are not invincible.
I agree with Ben. Men have to find a way to separate themselves from the emotion of the day to who they are. And I think philosophically, and even psychologically, you can tap into that space where utazafika kuti even the worst thing has happened, I'll leave. You're good. Are you good?
Okay, look, like ask yourselves, most of you guys, if someone can smash my chick, what about you? I mean, think about it.
What did you say?
Yeah, I said it. I'm like, it can happen to anybody.
Somebody did
Yeah, that's true.
Think about it.
Somebody did that?
If can. Okay. It can. I'm pretty sure it has happened to me several times.
And I think muntu wena uri ukale ready. I think everyone has a story like that, right? Everyone has, you ever had a girlfriend before uri mamvana naye bobo zabuzala dina kampasa mimba? Like everyone has that kind of story, right? Every man who has been around has that kind of story.
Yeah.
And we never killed ourselves. We're here.
Yeah, we're here.
Right? So, and I think there's a place, and I think ukamakula attachment member juluka. All I'm saying is, I think philosophically,
Yes.
and I think not theologically. Theologically, yes, that can also be there. But psychologically, you can tap into the space where you become alive and existing within yourself without any auxiliary. And I believe that place is there.
It is. It is.
Men have to find it.
It is. Not only men, even women.
I think there's rule number 5. I see it on TikTok. Did I say Marija?
Rule number 5, don't.
But I think you guys can check it.
Yeah, it's something to do with don't love too much or don't trust too much.
Something like
like
that.
that.
Something was asshole. Something like that.
Because trust isn't love. This is crazy stuff. But what is what you are in and you're in. And specifically, I think as time goes, the attachment is always there.
Yeah.
And it keeps on growing. All I'm saying is, I still believe. I think I can do a research. You guys, when shooting another time, I can find that. I think there should be a place where psychologically you can tap into and you can re-engineer your mind and you can come back.
Okay, I think what he's trying to say is also, Woody, it's not easy.
Yes,
But it's possible.
You know, but there has to be that place.
There is that place. Because in you had a better phone, then you have to learn. I mean, you have to, engineer. It's a loss. We have to move on. Kaga 2 months then you get a better phone, which is not even better than the one that you lost. Kumano, at the end of the day, these things happen. Your high school sweetheart, where's he now?
Exactly. You remember that issue how we just walked South Africa?
Yeah.
Massive incidents.
I'm telling you.
Out of disappointment. Nkazi wamusia, and they're like, Nkazi undapangaz, like, I have done so much for this girl for a long time. Now today she just want to leave me,
Just tell
Yes.
Not to sound more, I feel like with John is message.
access, bro. But yeah,
Access, come also there.
yes.
Better men.
Rule number 5.
Yeah.
Never love someone too deeply until you're sure that they love you with the same depth. Which is never, because you can never know.
You
You never know,
you
huh?
can never find
You
out.
never know.
Yeah, true. Sudi pali mena manila majority attachment ma bezori grow it. Pali zinungalizwe zo trust. Timona nga trust majority ndambano kumpanga trust. No. It comes automatically.
It comes automatically. And sometimes you're too deep in and you ask yourself questions.
That's Balls deep, bwana.
Koma. Koma. Even if you're a deep. Like we said.
No, but let's be honest. I believe in love, right?
Yeah.
So I believe in but here's the thing. Wait. Let me cook. Look, yeah, so when you are in a relationship, you should be able to love to that extent. My philosophy is if I'm dating someone, I want to love them with all my heart. Yeah. Give them everything. Make them happy. I will not hold back. Why? At the same time, this should be the reason that if they leave, they should also know that they lost a good thing.
Yeah.
And
That's what's up.
Asazanene kuti sunkayesa.
yes.
Yeah.
I say if I love someone, I want to give them everything. Take them out on this. Do like everything I can do to the best of my ability. Zikasafura moja. So I don't want to be that guy that played it safe. I also want love to hurt.
Yeah. Okay, so I think, Ujen, two things I want to say before we close this topic.
Yeah.
First thing, this German naiga point kuti it's not easy. Kubanga tap into that, mindset kuti zinthu zimene zizi zingathe kukhala and ndingathe kukhala ubanda. It's not easy to detach yourself from that person that you loved. Because love and vulnerability.
Yeah.
You actually have to.
Yeah.
When you fall in love, you have to be vulnerable. Yeah. That is the only way to fall in love.
Yeah. So
it is the only way.
It is that.
You can stop yourself from thinking there's a life after getting anyway.
Nobody can stop reggae.
Yeah, but there was a time when I remember in relation to this story. There was a time when I had my project and I back in 2016. So I said, I'll do this, I'll do that, and suddenly, PC Jenna crash. I lost everything. And this was Western, a heartbreak, young guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Nabalaliga. And for me to think, I'll recover from that. Nakalamuna like mwezi sawa da bangi billionaire yose.
Yeah.
Can I go back? But no, I'm okay. Like this is one so good.
Yeah.
It's just like a lesson for me. Good okay. Next time be careful.
Something that's so dear to you is the beat.
Yeah, I mean there are people that have
crazy.
That's true.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, we can exhaust all our thoughts because love is a beautiful thing and we live within love. Koma, nkani na nabwera nayo bano guys. Very disturbing to an extent. I've wanted to share this story. Komano, I think today is a better day because I'm in a better space. It didn't happen to me. It was shared by a friend that is open to sharing the story to the world. Yeah. So this friend is a female. Anabwera why now? Nkagamba za pornography. Guys, what's it with you guys and porn? Because machigife poni city my tima onena mwa soto mona kwambiri ndife uposa ma guy, right? Kwa amene ima kupasa ni busy ndi nuyo than ife. That how so, right? And I've had my fair share of watching porn. Komano zweno ima bangsan ma guy. Ima bangsa zinzoboira. That nkamorenga ba internet porn addiction mina mpaka na mtu anancho sanayo nchito. He gave an example of sopenduka kuti analendi, hard drives of porn, zambi mbili zichazoti izimati sokoneza izimati bezoti zotipanga liwire how we think, whatever, how we function. So to add a nail on the coffin, she shared a personal story. She meets a guy, they hit off, instant connection. I am via my daddy, chanchani, giggly, my late night calls. So I am banga dead. Then they decided to, spend the night. They go back to his place. They wanted to take things to the next level. They switched off the light. Then the next level. They switched it on again. But yeah, they start to make out chan. So nigga was like, you know what, excuse me for a bit. He goes to the bathroom.
Always the red flag.
Baby girl so was I feel like she wants to go to the loo. Mande mungatima
Tumavula na
ngayo asengati kamwalanga nimapezeka kuphazi kwake kwake ndayibajeni. Whatever is there, I'm going to. So girl goes to the bathroom. Finds nigga on the toilet seat,
Watching porn.
dick in hand, watching porn, trying to arouse himself. You know?
Blage.
Yeah, so that's the story. How she reacted is none of my business because I just wanted to share the story and I wanted reactions from you guys.
Oh, you got mine.
Yeah, that was definitely a reaction and a half.
Well, now it's just adding abobo kuti anthu dambi amene naona yet or amene namvapo kuti amaganiza moboyera pano wachifa chaponi ambiri amakhazi sinamve koso kesi yantsikana inayensa nami mwina zoti mwina sex addict mwinatu kwanso mostly it's not because of porn just because they're addicted to sex. Now Pony, would you say kuti sokonenzera ifeyo intimacy yaifeng as man? Is it, you know?
Okay, before we actually start all this, do we base our discussions about the incident?
No, we can go all over.
Addiction.
I just wanted...
No. Because, Mike, Nkani can... It's also tricky.
Okay.
For example, what if this guy already ate?
Somewhere.
What if he already fucked an hour ago and he missed his woman and he can just,
Like that?
one of us is that?
Yeah.
There's so many what ifs which we can have. So you cannot quickly assume this guy was not getting a boner because porn addiction. You could do something like, oh shit, I just ate, but I have to eat again. What do I do? Okay, fine. Let me just, find a way to get this thing, 1, 2. Okay, so 2. What if nigga was not really into this woman?
Like that.
Maybe she's ugly. Maybe she's not attractive like that. Let's be real. I'm just being real. And don't go understand my perspective because we're hearing the side of the woman.
Yes.
Yeah. Not of the guy. Yeah? If we spoke to the guy, he was going to be, see, this girl, I don't know. Or we're not going to do some issues like, why? And at the same time, how old was this kid? Or this guy?
The guy?
Hey.
I'm in our photo, was it? My age made in DFF.
Because why did this... Because if you say, this guy is a chain smoker, why would you say that? Why would you say this guy is a chain smoker? Because you have seen that guy through the day smoking too much.
Yes.
Yeah, this is one instance. If she had said, with several occasions I've seen this guy, he can get his boner every time he has to open or watch some porn to get a hard one. Was it the case?
No, from the story that was shared.
I rest my case.
Okay, what are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say, if the evidence she gave is not enough to conclude that this guy has a porn addiction issue, so then try to do Saudi. Are we discussing? Are we here to discuss the porn addiction issue, which is
yeah,
it's an existing issue.
Addiction here. He was more of a case study.
Fine.
Yes.
It's not even a case study because you only studied one case.
Yeah, that's why it's not case studies. It's one case.
Hey, getting into over guys.
Yeah.
But I think a scenario here could mean anything.
Yeah.
I think with men, it's difficult for me to talk about things, right? Because but it's a difficult one. But what I think is there are scenarios, and I think men react differently, and I think if it is a scenario that days can get hard in that side, right? Because of some other things. So for people that are addicted to porn, I think they'll need to get a bit of a stimulation. So the question is was the stimulation wrong? Could he mupanga judge the stimulation was wrong? Kavena, what was she expecting?
Okay, so
whatever that was happening there was seen anyway.
She found it weird.
Weird.
Yeah. Okay, Mbumba.
I think your friend, she's coming to you with that story with a closed mind set. I don't know, for lack of better word. I think Masigwa Noah, let's be real, people are doing weird things sexually.
Yeah.
All right? And I think if I was to find a man that I'm trying to get intimate with watching porn, it would be the least of my worries.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I don't even care if he has to watch 10 videos before he smacks me or, do something to me. So if I walk into the bathroom and he's watching porn, my first reaction would have been, nigga, really? Why didn't you just tell me you just trying to watch some porn?
We'll watch it together.
Before we do it so we can watch it together. You know what I'm saying, my brother? That would have been my reaction.
Blage would.
No, for real.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been like, dude, you didn't have to go to the toilet because now I want to pee. Let's go into the bedroom. Let's watch this shit together. But right now I need to use the bathroom. God damn it. You're finishing the space in this house.
I didn't understand. But nigga had a plastic dick in the hand watching porn.
Let me tell you something.
It's the whole point of watching porn.
That's my point. My point is, Eddie, this girl, even though we're not focusing on her case per se, right?
Yeah.
She came to you with, I don't know what her intention was. It's also giving pick me vibes.
Yeah.
Because, anyway.
No, she was worried. She didn't want me.
Okay, but why was she saying, hey, man, you take porn to the next level? What? We all watch porn, okay? People watch porn for different reasons. Yes.
For medicinal reasons.
Yes, medicinal reasons. Okay, my point is, she found him do that one time.
Yeah.
They hadn't even had sex yet. What if the sex was gonna be good after watching the porn? Would she have complained?
No, I don't think so.
Now, anyway, let's go to the porn problem, like the addiction element.
What is it, Daddy? What's going on?
The bars you're driving like,
I think
How did you cook it?
there has to
you just cooked.
there has to be that kind of agreement with the porn addiction is one of the problems that the modern generation is having, and I think it has been there for some time. I think
Magazine.
magazines, right? Yeah, and magazines and whatever weird stuff. But now, because of the phones that are available, streaming and everything, this thing is getting out of hand. The problem I see, and I think has to be dealt with men, and I think for a man. Now, I'll speak for men in this context. Mbumba, you can speak for women. But I'll speak for men from my context. I feel like men have to sober up, specifically, because, the dangers of porn addiction are everywhere. It makes you sloppy and whatever, which would create a better you, like a better male in this context, like a weaker version of you. So, for most of them, I'm going to come my insecurities close door and they can't even go for a real thing. They will either go just for the imaginary.
Yeah.
I feel like porn addiction is a psychological thing.
Yeah. And
it has to be to do with it. Because of too much experimentation, it's hitting them hard.
Yeah.
But there has to be bigger brothers that are coming in to tell them, guys, get into your boy. You can learn, you can understand sex education, but you have to avoid to play with your mind like that, because it feeds into your mind. Everyone has watched porn. What happens is that your mind, sometimes some of these visuals, they come in a weird place.
Yeah.
When you are talking, you just try to strike a deal in image your point.
Yo,
you're in church.
I'm excited. The money that is coming.
You're in church.
giving me a
Like Uncle Johnny's sins is in your head.
It doesn't help.
But I can also agree with Mac, because as much as I was trying to scrutinize the point that you raised, but we can all agree that the porn addiction is a huge problem, which actually exists. And porn addiction affects a lot of men performance as well, because you don't look at women the same way. We look at sex, sex like normal sex, but that's not normal sex.
That's not normal. That's an act. It's acting.
It's not normal.
It's an acting sex.
In your head, the wiring in my bed and the manager. So when you meet a normal woman, a down-to-earth girl, cannot arouse you the way you would see. Yeah, please.
So there was this other girl that taught my friend for a very long time. She thought good sex in the manager.
Hey.
So like akakumana ndi munthu akamanga zono, it wasn't like really exciting. So
She wanted to.
when she suggested something, the boyfriend, yeah. So the guy would find it maybe weird. Would I was so fun as music for yet? What is this? Would I miss it when I was missed on this? Well, because for her, she thought
Sex in the energy. Crazy. The first time I watched porn, I still remember this. It was crazy. I was in Form 1.
Hey, this guy remembers things.
Yeah, I do. It was a weird one. I don't.
Yeah, so I go. We skip school actually. We go.
You might tell me my video show, eh?
Come on, tunakagula masidi. Kuvaya wow. Yeah. Kuvaya uteni wow. It was weird because I was
Then one
watching
of VHS.
I was watching
Your windows. You're only movie. I'll see.
So one of my friends that was that ineo ndika tenga mateve antala. Kuda like amagaba mudro mandala ndo magaonera. So then now that onera tape. So tape it goes with 15 minutes. Eh? So the coil will show this is 15 minutes. So if you took your dad's tape and watched it another 10 minutes, he would know. Eh? And I would some other time, someone like, how come your father was not asking, where is my tape? Where's my tape?
It's crazy. So this story, first, guys, it was weird. We go to his place. Because he's married now. He's a big man. We go there. We started watching porn. And how really weird, very weird.
Yeah,
what is watching?
Strange.
guys watching.
Exactly.
No, like if you're back in the day, Timatengana Magai, Timatengana 5 guys, we see it, we go. Now, there was only the awkward moment, you can't be talking now, you're watching stuff. Like now you're all zone, you're in the zone, you're creating your own fantasy in your head, you're watching that shit. In your pants, you're like this, your face, you're like this.
5 boys are like this,
Hey.
just sitting there.
Yes.
Crazy. So now we watched the porn. Everything. It was 15-1. My 15-1.
Yeah.
We watched.
My DVD. Yeah. My DVD, yeah.
Too much content.
We watched everything. Now, see, now for the Bangira and the time. Because in the middle of den is can't I made my because men my den in the middle of school. But now I go up one. Then I'm going back home at around 4 because it makes sense. I go back home. The cabin with Jabanga Bangayanchans visit our room. Mom comes in. Dinner, but then we sit there. I didn't do him, bro. Go
Everything you saw.
Kondo my angel. Yo.
Ajina mandingo.
But seriously, this video affects the mind because sometimes this is the reason even my page jumping out my go sina bange subscribe, sina bange like ulinziona because if I watch trash mind yange imasunga zitu kwambiri. Ndipati if I see palikena kake hapa I can't see it.
Like today ni magamba ni brand ngo ndipali nyimbo zina zake cinema mvera. So
you have to like protect yourself.
Yeah, because
growing after that time then I get more labi born, right? Kwa nitafika form 4 nasi yako zindikamana labuno ichi. Mwenibwe muru. Mpaka panopa. Ngona clip hapo no panguno. Muru mabwe. Yeah.
It's a sign from God, man.
Get a headache, proper.
It's a sign from God, I say. Mulungu anakutulusa munganjo.
Yeah, man. But it's always nice hanging out with you guys, and also thank you for stopping by.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we are going to see you in the next 5 years or so.
Yeah. As I disappear now, expect to see me. When? I don't even know. Maybe I'll have a breather like this one because I had a breather for a month or something. Yeah. So I'm getting back in the game this week. Back into grinding.
Yeah, but you before you go, you taught me about 2 things. First thing being your job now.
Yeah.
That's around AI and stuff.
Yeah.
But before we go there, buddy, there's a product that you said you're.
Products. Geoff is gonna laugh at me because I have products. How many products that I have to launch? But I think for the sake of accountability, I wanted to mention them on the show because I want to be accountable to myself. I have a couple of products that I have to push out on the market right now. First one is Maganyu. So Maganyu is a platform that enables you to do any job online. Not online, but you do any job. So it connects you to blue collar workers.
Yeah.
So blue collar workers could be my carpenters, my plumbers, my electricians, and a bunch of these guys who can fix stuff. So, there's a problem now. If you want to hire someone, you have to hire for Mudziwa.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to be sure someone who's coming to your house.
Yeah.
So that platform is going to vet people, do the KYC for you, and make sure good my guys you're hiring ako. Kuma santana kama kondo panga ngolo kwambiri. Mtu jangu kusa nchiro kena kumaliza. Nenda mandi mbule mzabrenge ugia ma.
Yeah.
So these guys we make sure that the money is already locked in. So this guy does the job and they will be paid after you confirm in the system. It's called some whatever, a core system, whatever.
Yeah.
That will be happening in the system. And then you get paid. So it's connecting people that are looking for jobs. And because Malawi is a developing country, I felt like since we're going to be developing more blue collars will be coming in, my mechanic, and I wanted just to make sure that I get into that space. The second one is doctors available. Weird platform. It's a good platform. But this is a telemedicine platform.
Okay.
Connecting doctors to patients. So instead of you saying, "Good, okay, morning upon the Muran Pudik." So you want to talk to, you want to go to the hospital, but some of these things you can just call a doctor, and sometimes more from opinion. So you can talk to a doctor by phone, text, and whatever, but also a video so that they can see and they can do recommendations, and then they can recommend you. So work with hospitals and whatever. So the platform, but yeah. That one is coming, so it's called Doctors Available.
For the doctors available, it's a video call with the doctor.
And
you're naked there.
But as long as it's a doctor,
Yeah.
So it's a platform that will enable that kind of security, but also enabling people to have access to my premium doctors because the doctor is expensive.
Yeah.
Just to see a doctor now, 20 above.
Yeah.
If you're just going per cash, number 30, number 40.
Yeah.
You get these ones at a subscription monthly. So that one is coming out. Second one is called Hire Africa. Hire Africa is a platform that
that's third.
Third, yes. Hire Africa. Hire Africa is a platform that enables you to hire people from Africa. I feel like if you want to make money online, there will be about Fiverr, which is platform name freelancers and Bema via. And most of these platforms, you find it's difficult for you to get a job. My guys
As an African.
As an African. Most of them mango van, my guys, my Indians, but so gunwali mashobu goswali my platform. So that platform is gonna vet most of my guys are gonna go. I mean, I skilled and you enable you to work, do my virtual assistance kind of jobs, my development, my graphic design, and all these things. So profile you there, but also even at my project management, my voiceovers and whatever. We're gonna be like a middleman that takes people that want to hire, people that are vetted in Africa. Yeah, so as part of that, there's a spin-off. There's a platform called Skills Update that enables you now to learn skills so that you can be fit for this platform. What platform am I forgetting, Geoff?
There's a lot.
Yeah, but I have those platforms, and I think these were the ones that are there. There are 3 of them.
4.
4, eh? Yeah, 4?
I have an idea which I can give you for free.
Yeah, give it to me. I love ideas.
Can you make an OH for Malawi?
OH?
OH.
Only.
Malawi.
Only hoes.
Yeah, TikTok women girls can always jump into that, eh? Yeah, but that platform is really difficult to develop. The only challenge is, I don't know how OnlyFans survives in that business, and I feel like I'm Pamf. I mean, they're part of that business because if someone else is to do that business, they can find problems just to exist. Do you know even porn? Which sites of porn? The popular one, Pornhub. You know, Pornhub has been fought several times because some of the content that is there in the other minors. It's a big issue. So sometimes it's so you're always in court. And Pornhub, I think, is always in court dealing with my issues and whatever. But you find we're going to like,
What's going on here?
what's going on here? So yeah. We can find another. But yeah, those are the platforms that are coming, and AI is going to be part of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but my job is not about these platforms. These platforms.
No. I spoke about AI because I know what you are championing. Some other things.
Yeah. So I'm going to be doing a lot of AI globally now, but I've been doing some work around AI with organizations that I serve. Now that I'm a free agent, I can talk about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, working with UNDP, I've done a lot of AI work, supporting AI deployment. Of course, for Malawi, we're doing a product for Malawi, but now globally, I've done a lot of support deployments globally, and I'm going to be doing that from this week onwards.
Okay.
So yeah, there'll be a lot of work going into different African countries, maybe European countries, but supporting the global deployment. You see, what happens with artificial intelligence is most countries are just copying up right now. You know what is happening? Now it's $1 trillion kind of industry, but Africans are not getting the best of it, and most of the countries in Africa are not getting the best of it. I don't think like we have to be talking more about this. Yes, we have to talk about policies and whatever, but we need to get into action. We need to build models that work for Africa, but also have to make sure that we're building products that are being used in Africa.
Yeah.
And these products should be able to help us to move quickly to achieve our dreams. Panoba, Mafana, Mbilimbili can be able to get into the graphic designing because of AI. Can build my website because of AI. Can do so many things. So it's about making sure that AI, one, is ethical. Because you're going to if it's not regulated, how can I do X? How can I kill you? How can I do that?
Yeah, okay, so now why I'm doing about what I was trying to do here was you spoke of Higher Africa. There was a YouTube page. Is this still there? YouTube
channel? The YouTube channel, yeah.
Hats and Muone, guys, Higher Africa, my inspirational stories. Pali Nkanya Hata, there's also D-Dash.
D-Dash as well.
Yeah.
Developers of Kauka.
So check it out. Higher Africa, very interesting. And also McDonald Nyoni, follow him on LinkedIn, Facebook. He has very strong views on things. Generally, please unfollow him.
Unfollow Henry.
for your sanity.
Now, I think if you want us to promote your products, you need to partner with us. Otherwise,
so I'll partner with these guys because but I'm launching the products. I think, and I'm pretty sure one app should be up this month, even before the end of this, because I'm doing quick deployment. So we deploy, we'll see as things go.
Perfect.
Yeah, so we'll partner, but of
course.
Yeah, man. Uncle Ben. Blage. No. Uncle Ben, do you have anything to say? Are you launching any app?
Me? No. Computer. If nanyamara blue goal, if maganyu,
it's been Podcast Malawi. Thank you for having time to come here.
Yeah, man.
And also, Ben, thank you for being the perfect co-host you always are.
Thank you.
For everybody else, where's Ngozo?
Dope.
See you on Tuesday.